You are now tuned into Somewhere in the Middle with Soonie and Mo.
Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay.
Hey, Don on the beat.
I got so many ups.
Everywhere I go, I
got so many ups.
so many ups.
I know they plotting against me. I know it's hate, they wanna kill me, but please don't tempt me, cause I got so many glocks. Hey, ain't none of them empty. Jesus said they would hate me too. That's how I know it's envy. I got so many ups.
What's up, guys?
Oh, they're plotting against me. What up?
Already see there's funny business going on the YouTube. You see how slow those numbers crept up?
Yeah. Sometimes notifications don't go out. I don't get notifications until the show's over.
Yeah, I'm waiting on mine to come through. I still haven't gotten it. Go ahead and give this stream a thumbs up right now. If you are watching, let us know where you're watching from, whether it's from Soonie's Facebook, my YouTube, somewhere in the middle YouTube, Instagram, wherever you're watching, let us know just so we can see where our viewership is. What up, Rose? What up, Jacqueline? Oh man, I'm not gonna lie. I am like instantly, suddenly drained. I told Soonie, I'm like, I need you to come with a Ruby Freeman impersonation pronto, because which she said she doesn't think she has in her. And yeah, I need something to pep me up.
No, I took NyQuil last night because I don't feel good. So nope.
Yeah,
just don't have it.
I'm hoping that's not me, because I have a splitting headache and I can't decide whether it was my neighbor talking my ear off with this cold weather or something's happening. But anyways, we're here, you guys. We were here last night. Thank you for those of you that were joined us for the Iowa caucus show that we did last night. That was quite an interesting, not surprising show. What up, Uncle Said? There at the very tail end of our show, there was an announcement from Vivek that he used the word suspending his campaign, which was interesting to me because that really didn't say he was calling it quits. He just said suspending it. And then just now I saw a video of him and Trump on stage together. So we'll play that a little later so you guys can kind of weigh in on that. And we'll do a little recap on the caucus and then just kind of let you guys know what the next steps are. So you guys, I'm assuming we're going to cover the other caucuses.
Only the important ones. I'm honestly not going to spend time on every single caucus.
Yeah.
Only the important ones. Trump won Iowa. It's not a surprise, but the other caucuses is what you really need to be worried about, especially New Hampshire, and especially since Republicans have made this whole abortion thing a major deal. I think they should have just left it alone and not commented on what the Supreme Court did.
Yeah.
But we like to play defense, not offense. So
yeah, especially since in the recent poll that I saw, that wasn't even an issue voters cared about.
Well, women do. And I think the feminists and the right, because there are feminists on the right, are going to show up in droves for Nimrata. What the fuck's her last name? No, it's not Haley. I just want y'all to know she's Indian. You know, I hope Red Pill's watching, and I hope all the people who said I don't want Ramaswamy as my president. Well, if you're considering Haley, she's a red dot too. She ain't white.
Wait,
she
Red
ain't
Pill's
white.
considering Haley?
If Trump picks her for a VP, all those people will consider Haley, and they will all look like total asshats. Can't wait. Okay.
Well, if that happens that way, Red Pill, you better come over here so we can make fun of you, because yeah, you're not gonna be on the cool team.
Oh my gosh. I have not seen this lady in so long. This is like Kim Bent. This was when I decided to flip my rhetoric and just be more inflammatory. And I would just be like, quit crying. I got tired of people crying. And one day she was like, I'm so worried about school. And I was like, you know what? Put your big girl panties on and go do what you need to do. And she always says, dude, thank you for that like dose of reality and being an asshole to me, because she was able to fight against her school. This is when everybody was dealing with the woke shit in their school and being forced to take those classes. This is one of those ladies. It's so nice to see you. I haven't seen you in I don't know how long.
She's a teacher. She's a teacher?
She's a student. She was going to school.
Gotcha. All right, Kim. Well, welcome. Make sure you're subscribing to Somewhere in the Middle for us. We want to make sure that we get that subscribership up and hit the like on this video. What's up, AMC? I already said hi to Said. Michelle must know who Kim is because she said trouble's in the house, unless she's referring to Said, which that could be possible.
Me. I'm trouble. I know.
Breaking news: Trump indicted for not tipping the Uber Eats driver in NYC because he was he was a Hunter Biden drug buddy.
I like your breaking news, man.
I freaking love it. I hate that you like change the name of your account though, because it throws us off until you say one of these things and we're like, oh, that's who it is. So
that's who you are. Excuse me.
Anyways, so we'll do a little tiny Iowa caucus recap. Very, very minuscule because we already spent a whole day or a whole show on it yesterday. Obviously, that's going to include Vivek suspending his campaign. Does this mean he's dropping out for now? We're also I'm going to play, I don't know if Soonie's seen it, but I saw a word from Kamala Harris.
Which Kamala
Harris, or her talking about, do we ever really know what she's talking about?
I mean, she's had 2 gaps this week, so I'm trying to figure out which one you saw because I've only seen one.
It was one that was trending on Twitter. You know what the hell? Let's just start it off right. Let's just start it off with that. All right, hold on. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up so we can have a laugh and you guys can.
Did she talk about this moment in time? You know, this moment in time right now where we all are.
You know, I'm hoping maybe you can tell me what it is she is talking about. The title, the title says Vice President Kamala Harris visits South Carolina a week ahead of the state's Democratic, I think, caucus or something, or election. So apparently even the news didn't know how to title this. So, you know, we speak Kamala. So I guess they'll leave it up to us. So let's play this. Let's start off the show with a little a word from Kamala Harris. And let's see if you guys know what the hell she's talking about.
So we've delivered, but the responsibility
is getting across.
Well, that's why I'm out here. We have a responsibility to communicate. We've done really good work. Our challenge will be to let people know who brought it to them. So
that's it.
What? Your challenge will be to let people know who brought it to them. Who brought what to them?
Ooh, she's not even speaking properly.
Wait. Can you play it one more time? One more time.
Sure. Why not?
So we've delivered, but
we've delivered.
Mm-hmm. Pause.
Well, that's why I'm out here. We have a responsibility to communicate. We've done really good work. Our challenge will be to let people know who brought it to them.
So their challenge will be to let people know who brought the hard work to them because they've done really good work. That's what I took from it. I don't know if that's actually what she's saying, but Kamala has her own language.
I would like to know what it is. Okay. What have you brought in? Exactly.
I don't know. I mean, inflation's through the roof. Gas prices are high. The price of goods are high. America is more divided than it's ever been, even more so than it was under Trump. To me, they sucked the soul out of America. You know, they said it was a battle for the soul. Y'all just killed our spirits. It's over. It's a wrap. I don't know what the fuck she's saying. I sit and watch Kamala Gaps all the time to try to like maybe pick up what she's saying. Because I think she tries to sound, you know how people try to sound smart and sound like they're saying something, but they're really not saying anything. That's what I think Kamala does. I think she's very insecure. I don't think she trusts her own mouth.
There's some people that are good at it, though. You know what I mean? Like some people are really good at making you believe that what they're saying is extremely important and valid. Hers just doesn't hit that mark for me. Like it's almost like she's having a conversation with herself or, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't seem like, I don't know.
Yeah, because in this time, you know, this moment in time, Kamala and Joe are going to deliver. And they're going to deliver like they never delivered before. Whether we seen it or didn't see it, we knew it was there.
Yeah.
And joy comes in the morning.
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. Joy comes in the morning.
And then she busts out in laughter, and everybody's like, yeah, let's clap. Like, you didn't say anything.
Dude,
oh God.
You know what's funny? So for Christmas, I had bought my parents this really cool coffee table book, which was a book full of Trump's tweets. And it was just like page after page after page of Trump's tweets. And I was like, this is a really cool, either like a bathroom book or a coffee table book, because it's just hilarious to read through it. Somebody should make a book of Kamala quotes.
They should.
That'd be genius.
It won't be me. I ain't got the time, the space, or the energy to sit there and try to figure it out. Because I don't know what none of these quotes mean. Actually, it may be a very, very easy book to create. Because you just have to put her quotes on every single page.
You don't really have to define them or like put any structure around them.
Unburdened by what has been.
Oh, very good. You remember that one. That's the one I tried to sneak in the holiday dinner, and that didn't work out very well.
Unburdened by what has been. Like, okay.
Yep. This I'm glad Soonie added to the list because I had it on my list too. But there's a new diversity push going on.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Highlighting a interesting group of people, okay, that they're trying to focus on this time. It's not Black people. It ain't Black people. Nope. It's not the Hispanic people. It's not the gay people. Well, I guess it kind of could be. They could be lumped into this category. But we're going to tell you who's the group they're looking at now, okay, to push the diversity. Along with the election recap or the Iowa recap, we'll talk about what Team Desantis is saying in regards to that particular election. He's just looking like a sore loser. And I don't know if you guys follow, what's his name? Matt something. He's like the Asian guy that makes those really cool, like short form videos. Anyways, he tried to go into a DeSantis like rally and they kicked him out.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. You're talking about Dilly.
Yeah. And then apparently they kicked out some dude in a wheelchair too. So anyways, the DeSantis campaign was looking really bad because then Trump's people swooped in, invited this guy, Matt, to the Iowa, behind the scenes of that election. And he covered that whole entire thing. So anyways, DeSantis is just looking super shady at this point. I put this topic in here because P brought this topic and I thought it was an interesting one. It was a video clip from Dr. Umar Johnson, who I have a love-hate relationship with because sometimes I agree with stuff he says and sometimes I don't. But he made a statement saying emotionally damaged people are promiscuous. So I want to play that clip and I want to get everybody's thoughts. I want to get your thoughts on it, Soonie. Then I kind of wanted to touch on the protests going on at the White House, the Palestinians that are trying to break into the White House. I'm actually here for it. I don't know about you. I'm actually happy to see it. Are you surprised to say that?
No, I posted about it. I was like, good. Break the door down.
See,
these are insurrectionists. All right. Mm-hmm. This is another dark day in American history, and they should have their voices heard. And Democrats need to answer for their crimes because they are the people who love to speak to the marginalized groups, the Black and the brown, the Palestinians, and they have turned the blind eye and decided to back Israel. So I'm here for it. I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
You can break the windows too.
Yeah. I mean, I more or less am just like, oh, okay, great. Fair game, right? The Trump supporters broke into the Capitol and now the Palestinians are breaking into the White House. What are you going to do about it? You going to treat everybody fairly? I'm all for it. Okay. I am all for it. I'm here for it. So anyways, I think we are also going to touch on some other, just like, how we always do. Soonie's probably got videos for me to react to, random stuff. What do you want to start with?
I want to start with the caucus and everything surrounding the caucus. I think most people are probably here for that anyways. A lot of people, this is the political season. This is election season. This is when everybody comes alive. This is when all our pages come back to life. There's not really much to recap. I'm gonna be honest. At least I don't have anything outside of the fact that everybody knew Trump was going to win. I don't think this was a surprise. I think everyone should focus on New Hampshire. And who else is on the list? I had all the caucuses pulled up in front of me, but I took it down.
Yeah, we went over that yesterday a couple times on the show. Did you hear that? So yesterday when we ended the show, what I knew was that Trump had won every county in Iowa.
Except two.
So I heard you're saying two. I heard one. There was
he lost two. One went to some random dude who's really not even a factor, and the other went to Nimrata, aka what's her name, Nikki Haley.
Okay, so it says Trump nearly denied clean sweep of Iowa's 99 counties by one vote. The one county that did not go for Trump was Johnson County, where former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley led Trump by one vote. Yeah, with 99% of the vote counted. Haley received, anyways, who gives a shit about how many she received? Haley claimed her third place finish was evidence of momentum when considering polling numbers in upcoming primaries.
No, it's not.
Yeah, exactly. The rumor that I heard, and I don't know how true this is, but they had said that some guy came in like last minute and he changed his what is it called? From when you change from Democrat to Republican.
Your party affiliation?
Party affiliation. He changed it to be able to vote because apparently the Democrats were telling people in Iowa, change your affiliation so you can go vote for Nikki Haley. Well, apparently I don't think that worked very well in their favor, but that's what the rumor was.
I don't know if I can take any more of these conspiratorial theories about people stealing primaries and elections. Like, at some point, we got to get over that. We really do. Because how did Trump win? If everything is rigged and we don't have the ability to win and Democrats are just in control of everything, how did Trump dog walk every candidate? Not just one. Every single Republican candidate that is trying to win the Republican nomination. I'm just saying.
In super negative cold temperatures, right? Super negative cold temperatures.
They had record-breaking numbers. It wasn't drastic, but they had a lot of people come out in that weather. Yeah, a lot of people came out.
And to be honest, I mean, he pretty much had it wrapped up 30 minutes in. You know what I mean? So it really was quite a monumental feat. And if elections were truly rigged,
how did that happen?
Why, how would that happen?
How did that happen? Anyways, Trump won. Nothing else to discuss. The more Laura Loomer is a nutcase.
She's on a rampage right now.
She's a nutcase. She says some things that are credible, and then other times she is just, I feel like she's on a binge from whatever upper. Might be a little sniff cocaine. I don't know what you want, girl, but come down. Back down to reality with the rest of us. 'Cause, man, I had to unfollow her. Your tweets are just relentless.
Yeah. She's crazy.
Looney Tunes.
Did you have anything specific you wanted to talk about that she said?
No, but you know who I do want to talk about? Mr. Desantis. Desantis is being the world's worst sore loser that we have ever had the experience of seeing. Yeah. I know a lot of sore losers. I'm a sore loser myself. I'm very competitive. I don't like losing. But if I lost fair and square and the numbers show that I just got dog walked, I'm not going to keep discussing potential fraud. And his campaign came out and made a crazy statement. Now, we showed this last night, but for those of you who weren't here to watch the caucus with us last night, I'm going to roll the clip again, and then we'll show you what DeSantis had to say.
Well, what happened tonight is appalling. The media calling the race for Donald Trump before votes have been cast. I personally spoke in multiple precincts in front of hundreds of voters. And while I'm presenting and delivering the closing argument to Ron DeSantis and actually flipping voters, people start getting alerts on their phones saying the race is over before they've even won. One guy said, why do we even bother voting if it's already over? That is absurd. That challenges the very tenets of our Republican democracy, and that should not happen. We still expect a good night. I know it's going to take a while for votes to come in, But you can't taint the process like that. Having a victory declared before people have even voted, before arguments have been heard, that's not right.
Let me ask a question, though. Would that be the statement if DeSantis was the one leading and he's the one they declared the winner? Absolutely not.
No. All they're trying to do is play off of how the Republican voters felt when Fox News called, I think it was Pennsylvania. Was it the election or was it one specific state? It might have been the election.
It started off one specific state and then they called the election.
Well, that's why I think people are bringing this up again. Like, hey, if we weren't cool with it when Donald Trump had the election called against him and it was in favor of Joe Biden, then why are we cool with it now? They're just running back to talking points that conservatives once had, which is the media does not select the president, the people do. And clearly the people of Iowa selected Trump. Right. DeSantis had no shot in hell.
Yeah.
Even if they counted the votes to 100%, he lost.
Yeah.
And if over 70% of the votes are in and you're still not, it's too big of a gap.
Yeah.
I get why they call it. I understand all that. It's a major gap. You fucking lost, man. Shut up.
Yeah.
Be quiet. You lost.
I said this yesterday before it was at 70%, before it was at 50%, it was like at 5% of the votes and they were already calling it. That is a little bit ridiculous. And I said that at the beginning of it all. I was like, okay, why are we doing this? Like let the process play out. Let us see how all the counties come in. Like, I don't understand why they do that. Leave DeSantis in Florida.
Yeah. Somebody put a map of Florida on a picture and they put a, what do you call those things? A pen that you stick in the wall. I don't know what they're called, but thumbtacks. Yeah, they put a thumbtack in Florida and they said, "Hey, DeSantis, you belong here. Remember us?"
Dang.
That's hilarious. We have another video. This is DeSantis actually speaking, and listen to what he had to say.
They came after me. They never went after Donald Trump with 1 red cent.
Let's rewind this. We're just going to capture all of his lies. Listen to what he says right off top.
They came after me. They never went after Donald Trump with 1 red cent during that whole time. It was all about trying to beat me, and they failed in beating me.
Oh, God.
They came after me. They never went after Donald Trump.
Listen,
last time I checked, you're not the candidate who has fake charges trumped up against you. You're not the candidate who is being snatched off of a ballot. What are you talking about?
Dude, last I checked, Trump couldn't even stay in Iowa to celebrate his win because he had to get back to New York for the next freaking trial he's in. Back with that, whatever that thing is that accused him of sexual harassment. I'm like, listen, I know Trump loves the ladies, but that Crypt Keeper, have you seen her? Woo! I don't think if she was the last puss on earth, any man would touch that woman. She is rough.
DeSantis is being a sore loser, guys. Are you shocked? I'm not shocked. This is who DeSantis is. He's a dry candidate. He is a tyrant. I say this all the time. I'm going to sound like a record, a broken record, but I am just happy all this is happening because I've been calling this out for a number of years. DeSantis is going to run. People are like, no, he's not. He's going to stay in Florida. He would never do that to Trump, right? And then he does it to Trump. And then they come out with, well, if you would have just waited to 2028, we would have supported you. Why? Yeah. He's he would make a horrible president. He doesn't give a crap about your rights.
Yeah.
We're not going to go down memory lane. Maybe I'll do it. When he loses for sure, I'm just going to be like, this is why he lost.
Listen, you know what? You need to start working like on what is it called? Like a compilation of like all your statements so that when that happens, you've got that like on the burner.
Maybe I should. Just saying, man.
That's going to go viral. Okay, but my favorite part about last night was, so Trump won. Vivek drops out or says he's suspending his campaign. Everybody's like, good, he did the right thing, stepped aside. Shortly before that, Trump actually says something nice about Vivek. And then people are like, well, wait a minute. Didn't he just post nasty tweets about, or Truth Social, whatever about him? Then Vivek comes up on stage, which I'm going to play that in a second. He comes up on stage with Trump and they're like, Vivek for VP. And like all the people that were like, fuck Vivek, we need to vote for Trump. And I can't believe Vivek said, you need to, if you want to save Trump, you got to vote for me. And now they're confusing everybody. Okay. Cause supposedly Vivek was a plant. Okay. Now he's standing next to Trump. Okay. And then I got another thing to just throw y'all in a big tailspin. Okay. Ready for this one? I don't know if you guys are going to recognize who this one is. Okay. But this is Jenna Ellis. Okay. So here's a picture of Jenna Ellis.
Oh, God.
It says, congratulations to my friend Vivek Ramaswamy for running an excellent campaign. I was privileged to be one of the first to support and donate.
No, you weren't.
Okay. So now your theory about Vivek possibly being Trump's VP, I'm going to tell you that ain't happening now. Because let me tell you, Trump likes loyalty. And this hoe right here was hella disloyal to him. Okay. Hella disloyal. I'm just saying.
I doubt it. Listen, when you sent me, look, Mo is the one who sent me that Vivek clip. And she said, I don't like this.
Yeah.
And I just said, Trump controls MAGA's thoughts. He dictates what you all think.
Yeah.
I'm not putting you in there because I know you have your own mind. Sometimes. There are some times where I worry about you. Trump controls what y'all think, bro.
Let me slide into it, okay?
He does.
He doesn't control me, Soonie.
Yes, to a certain extent, yes, he does. How do you go? And I'm going to pull this up. Because I posted this and a bunch of people got upset at me. This is from Bryson. Okay. Y'all was calling Desantis daddy until Trump told you not to. Y'all was calling Vivek amazing and until Trump told y'all not to. There's a word to describe that. I am 100% on board with that statement because now him being a plant is irrelevant. The second Trump is nice to him, he's no longer a threat. What is wrong with people? I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings, bro. I'm being so genuine right now. Why are y'all like this? Why?
Listen,
why?
I was not one of these Vivek is a threat. I just didn't like Vivek. I never thought he was a threat or a plant. I never used any of that. I just did like the guy. He's a little too I'm the guy. Okay. He's a little too I'm the guy for me. And I didn't like that. So
y'all don't like confidence and cockiness now, but you like it in Trump?
Wait,
what?
You want to hear something? No, let me tell you, I love cockiness. Okay. But he's a little too, like I said in the very beginning, he reminded me of Obama and how like hypnotizing he was. Okay. But okay, this is what I thought was funny. So I was watching some commentary from Candace and she was talking about why she supported Vivek. And she was like, he's a super hard worker. And I'm like, okay, so is Trump. He hardly sleeps. Okay, neither does Trump. He doesn't even drink coffee. That's all you got? He doesn't drink coffee? Oh my God. Well, that seals the deal right there. Trump eats Big Macs and drinks a Coke every day. I'm good with it. I don't care. Okay? I don't care.
I can't wait until he picks him as a VP. So every single one of y'all can eat crow, bro. I cannot wait. If Trump does not pick Vivek, a brown person or a gay person, his campaign is done. He's going to win. Don't get me wrong, but he is going to win by a smidgen. Listen to me. I'm so serious. Do you understand that we are the generation? Our generation is taking over. We are sick of old ass people.
Lord help us.
If you listen to the Breakfast Club and you listen to all these younger, more contemporary news sources, not saying that they're right all the time, but they have a barometer on what the country is wanting. We are sick of old white men. A lot of us are bright and intelligent, bro. Man, I'm
into that. I love an old white guy. Give me
why do y'all discount the young population as if we're total idiots? I don't get it. The majority of the people who watch me are old as shit. You're older than me and I'm giving you wisdom. How does that work? How do you watch people younger than you and then denigrate us to say, well, no, you're not capable of running this? I hope he picks Vivek because we are here. We pay taxes. We have children. We are married. We own shit. Y'all aren't the only people on the planet that have a say so. I'm just saying, bro. Older people are starting to really get on my goddamn nerves.
Listen. Sorry, I was chewing on a high chew. I don't think he's going to pick him as his VP, but I won't be mad if he does. Because somebody has to be groomed to take over when Trump's done. Okay? So I'm not going to be mad about that. I'm going to play this video that I have up here. I think from what he says in here, it makes me think like maybe he's going to put Vivek somewhere in his cabinet. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. I'm going to play right now.
It's the American Revolution. That is what reunited us after the Civil War. That is what won us 2 world wars and the Cold War. That is what still gives hope to the free world. And if we can revive that dream over group identity and victimhood and grievance, then nobody in the world, not a nation, not a corporation, not a virus, not China, is going to defeat us. That is what American exceptionalism is all about. That is what we are going to revive to, yes, make America great again. Vote for this man right here in the New Hampshire primary. God bless you and your families, and may God bless our United States of America. Thank you, New Hampshire. It's good to see you guys. We're coming back and winning this in a landslide. We will not stop until we get this job done. Thank you all. God bless you and your families.
People are fucking retarded, man.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow, how was that? Pretty good, right? That was pretty good. And he's a fantastic guy. And he's really, he's got something that's very special because he started off with a Zippo and he ended up very strong. He did a great job. I was actually surprised when he called because he was doing well. And it's an honor to have his endorsement. He's going to be working with us, and he'll be working with us for a long time.
All right.
But I thought he was a snake, Trump.
Ah!
Can you pull that tweet up from Truth?
Yeah.
No, we're going to get on Trump. I thought he was a snake. And all of y'all dumbass Trump supporters, the Colt 45ers, the Trumplicans, y'all decided to hop on the bandwagon, and he's a snake. You can't trust Vivek. But he just said he's going to be a part of his team for a long time, and he's a great dude. He's brilliant. He went from 0 to 100. Which one is it, Trump? Which one is it?
Let's review. Let's review. A vote for Vivek is a wasted vote. I like Vivek, but he played it too cute with us. Okay, that's about the caucus. Before that, 3 days before that, Vivek started his campaign as a great supporter, the best president in generations. Unfortunately, now all he does is disguise his support in the form of deceitful campaign tricks. Very sly, but a vote for Vivek is a vote for the other side. Don't get duped. Vote for Trump. Vivek is not MAGA.
Can you say that again? What?
Vivek is not MAGA.
But he's working with you for a long time and a long time to come.
Listen,
yeah,
I'm a Trump supporter, but everybody else need to answer to this one because I never said I hated Vivek because he wasn't MAGA. I didn't say none of that. I said I just didn't like the dude because I just don't. He didn't.
Can you send me both of those clips because I'm going to make something and I'm going to post it and I'm just going to sit there with my face. I'm going to sit there just like this, like that African dude. Please explain it. What happened to him being deceitful? But yeah, but I could go on and on and on about this. So I'm gonna shut my mouth, okay? Because I know I have my Trump supporters. They are deep. All right, that's the majority of the people that follow me, along with some moderates. But y'all got some serious issues upstairs. You do not think for yourself. I'm sorry. You don't think for yourself.
Listen, okay, let's just have a little fun. I love this, okay? Because this is what it's really doing, Soonie. Okay, let's think outside the box, okay? All these big influencers, right? that were like Trump when Trump was running the first time, right? And then when the J6 thing happened, they were like, oh, I don't know about that Trump, like that just took it a little too far. And then they were like, DeSantis. And then DeSantis started to look like the lame one. And then Candace started talking about Vivek, and they were like, Vivek. And then Vivek wasn't doing so good in the polls, and they were like, Trump. And now they're like, Trump and Vivek.
No brain.
Oh, it's so funny. I think it's funny. I think it's a great opportunity for you guys to pay attention to the influencers you follow and what they are doing during this time. Okay? Because Mo has been Trump down, okay, the entire time. Mo has not wavered. I just want to say, Soonie has not wavered. Other than she voted for Trump, and she still says, she tells you guys to vote for Trump, but she's personally not going to. But she has not wavered. I want to say we are the only ones that have not really wavered. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Because I am a nobody in West Bumblefuck, Japan, in the middle of a fucking ocean. And I told y'all 2 years ago, I'm happy this is happening. I'm on the same wavelength as you.
Yeah.
Y'all lucky I don't have my older page, because I would go back and screenshot all of you motherfuckers that came in my DMs talking the most shit. Oh my gosh. I would be like, look, bloop, what happened?
Didn't you say you found recently some like lives that you were?
I did find some lives that I did. It's very telling.
Right. And I told Soonie, don't be messy, okay, about it. But I think you need to kind of like slowly drop those little clips. Don't be messy. Don't be messy. Be classy about it. Okay. Put a 1 in the chat if you think Soonie needs to drop those old lives where she's on there with some very influential people. And they're arguing with her. What did they call you? They called you what?
A plant. What was it? Contrarian, just to be contrarian.
That was the big one.
Nah, I don't know what I'm talking about. We'll see. Things seem to kind of be working in my favor. I'm just saying.
Listen,
I'm batting pretty. My average is pretty. I'm at 100 right now. What's
Soonie
happening?
may be wrong about 7-day Adventist men being the hottest ticket on the menu.
Oh my gosh.
But what she does know are statistics and politics. I will give her that. She does know that. Okay. Some other stuff she may be a little cray on. Y'all may think she's a little wild on some stuff, but I will say on this, you can't say Soonie hasn't been on the money about this political stuff. I'm just saying.
No, you can't. I know you have, Kim. I appreciate you. The people, listen, I remember people who were there from day one. I remember you guys.
Yeah.
It doesn't go unnoticed. That's why when I saw you, I was like, dude, I haven't seen this name in a couple years. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not here to stroke my ego, but it's just the facts. I called a lot of these things before they happened, period. And people thought I was crazy. I'm not crazy. I just understand patterns. It's not hard to read. You guys go through what they call them,
cyclical?
Peaks and valleys. Peaks and valleys. This is what happens.
Yeah.
24/7, depending on what the topic is. I know what you're going to say before you say it.
Oh yeah? What am I going to say?
You're just going to be like, I supported Trump. I didn't waver. I didn't say I didn't like Vivek. Okay, Vivek and Trump, VP. Okay, we'll see what happens.
Hey,
but I do. What?
If it happens, I don't give a damn, because all I want is Trump for president. I don't really care who the VP is, to tell you the truth. I really don't. Because if Kamala Harris hasn't taught you anything, the VP don't do a damn thing.
No, she just talks about this moment in time that we've been here before, whether we've seen it or haven't seen it.
Yeah.
We know. Okay. We know.
Mm-hmm.
Candace went at Nimrata. I don't know if you guys saw this. Listen, people are giving Candace a hard time, and there's a lot of things that I disagree with Candace on, but I am liking whatever form that she is taking. I like it.
Well,
because she's not drumming to anyone's beat, bro. I like the fact. She what?
She popped the baby out. She's back to normal.
Is she back to normal?
Yeah, she.
I like the fact that she's not drumming to anyone's beat. I like the fact that she popped out with Vivek. I like the fact that she clapped back at her followers saying, something is wrong with you if you think I am not allowed to support someone else outside of Trump. And she went at Nikki Haley. I'm happy that Candace is doing this. Maybe she'll set the tone for the rest of you people to have your own brain. So Nikki Haley tweets and she said, we've had 5 great debates in this campaign. Lie. Unfortunately, Donald Trump has ducked all of them. He doesn't need to debate you all. You're not the pick. He has nowhere left to hide. The next debate I will do will be either Donald Trump or with Joe Biden. I look forward to it. And then Candace says she finished 3rd. This is utterly delusional unless she knows something that we do not. And Ron DeSantis is planning to drop out. So look, I'm going to draw you guys back to Vivek and the plan that he said he believes Republicans have to eliminate Trump. If you guys didn't watch that video, all you got to do is go to Vivek's page. He's in a car. It's dark. He says what the GOP has planned, and it's to remove Trump and replace Trump with Nikki Haley. And I think that's a possibility based on the wars that are brewing over in Iraq and Iran, what is happening with Yemen, the drone strikes, the alleged American ship that they sank, which is BS. I haven't heard anything about that. But I don't think you guys should rule this out. I don't want people to get cocky and be like, Trump's got it in the bag, because we do know that the GOP is not interested in him being a pick.
Yeah.
Nor are the Democrats. They are afraid of this guy. Just consider what I'm saying. Remember, you know what I was wrong on? I thought Kamala Harris would take over. I did not think Joe Biden was going to last 4 years. I will take an L on that. I thought they were going to use the 25th Amendment against him and put her in his place. I really did.
See, I thought that, and then I remember going, you know what? When I realized her own party doesn't even want her to be president. They hate her, I think, more than we do. Like, they started to think about it. I think maybe that was initially the plan.
Yeah.
But and I think maybe if Nance would have stayed in there, maybe that would have come to fruition.
Maybe.
But yeah, I think that they're like, we can't put her in charge. Like, I mean, we got to live in this country too. And if she's in charge, well, shit, we're all screwed.
She can't even talk.
No, she
can't even talk. The lady is not there. Yo, Candace is that's my dog. Even though we don't know each other like that, that's my dog. Some of you guys really needed permission to like Vivek.
That's funny.
Y'all needed permission. Hey, I was like, look, I like Vivek. I don't care what y'all say.
Yeah.
I like it.
You know what she showed on her show yesterday? I think it was her episode yesterday, and I hadn't even seen this, so I was glad she posted on her show. You'll have to go look at her Daily Wire show on YouTube. It's not the one you pay for, but she showed actually an old video of Vivek giving his graduation speech as the valedictorian at the college he went to, at the university he graduated from, because she wanted to combat how people were critiquing how articulate and how polished he is as far as how he speaks, right? And she's like, he's always spoken like this. And it's true. Like, when you watch it, you like, even then he was speaking the way he speaks now. Like, I think now it's an even more exaggerated version of it, and it's still incredibly annoying to me how he speaks.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He has. I watched him when he was on, I think it was a Fox town hall. It was him and Pete Buttigieg. Yeah. They were up there together, and he spoke the same way. This is why I really just say, you know how you do that to somebody? It's the most disrespectful thing you can do to someone. Like, whatever. I do that to a lot of people that say, well, he's too close to Obama. Shut up.
Yeah.
Just an articulate person who was able to sway you and really draw you in didn't begin and die with Obama. That existed before Obama. Politicians are trained to use buzzwords, to fluctuate their voice, to use their hands. This is why Trump does the whole Q thing. I know a lot of Q-tards were like, he's got 17 stripes behind him. They're trained to do this. Period.
Obama, though, is so good at it that even today when he speaks, I listen. Not that I believe what he's saying, but he is just and he is intriguing to listen to. He's so good at speaking. He's a great orator. He really is.
Yeah.
You want to listen to him. You know,
before we get off this topic, I'm sorry, go ahead. There's a delay.
Oh, there is. I used to want to listen to Trump. You know, I used to love to hear Trump speak, but now he's kind of repetitive with what he says. And I get annoyed with the fact that
you used to like listening to Trump for real?
Oh yeah. I used to love hearing him speak. I used to love it.
Hell no.
Mm-hmm.
Trump.
I like old white men.
I plead the fifth.
Y'all can't put me in a box. 1 minute I want to go to Chocolate City. The next minute I like old white men. Y'all can't put me in a box.
You did not bring up Chocolate City, Kim. No, you didn't.
Man.
I can't find that video. I really want to play this video for you guys.
Video.
Because it's really important. Where Vivek was laying out the plan that he believes is going to happen.
It was on
and how they're
page.
going to. I know, but you know these people tweet every 5 minutes.
Let's see. It's on his Instagram page.
Can you pull it up then? Because I can't pull up Instagram on my computer.
Yeah.
While she's doing that, while you're doing that, I'll answer a question and I'll also pull up the tweet that I'm talking about. He's in a dark car.
Oh, like the lighting is dark?
Yeah, it's nighttime. I don't think he posted it.
I thought he did because hold on, let me go to his.
Ben Carson should not be Trump's VP. There it is, right there. The one, the fourth to the left or right. I'm sorry.
Here's
that one.
That one. This one. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Hard truth, and nobody seems to want to acknowledge it, but it's what's happening in plain sight. And I'm going to ask you to open your eyes. They want to narrow this down to a 2-horse race between Donald Trump and Nikki Haley, a puppet who they can control. Then they want to eliminate Donald Trump this spring or whenever it is and trot their puppet into the White House. It's hiding in plain sight. We're not going to look back a year from now and say, oh, we were shocked that happened. I think we're going to look back a year from now and say, how could we not see that happening when every clue was hiding in plain sight? They're selling us the rope today that they're going to use to hang us tomorrow. And we have an obligation to this country to make sure that doesn't happen. I'm in this race because we have a duty to this country and the America First movement to make sure this lives on no matter what. It didn't start in 2016. It started in 1776. And the system has made clear they're going to now stop at nothing, and I mean nothing, to keep Donald J. Trump out of office. I have pushed back against this at every step. I've filed FOIA demands against the Biden administration. What did Biden and Merrick Garland tell Jack Smith in those federal prosecutions? This week, I filed a Supreme Court brief laying out what I view as the best legal arguments that the Supreme Court does need to hear in order to overturn Colorado's disastrous ruling. I've pushed back against this at every step. I'm the only candidate who has said I would remove myself from Maine and Colorado's ballots if they eliminate Trump. And I've called. Here's the hard truth, and nobody.
Sorry.
There it is. So look, everyone else can see it, but the older constituents that are stuck on stupid. Candace put this up. I'm glad she posted this because I was going to talk about her speech, but she said she's giving a victory speech even though she came in third. Vivek's instincts were right. Let's listen to Nikki Haley give her victory speech on a caucus that she didn't even win.
We have had an amazing 11 months here in the Hawkeye State. I came to Iowa early and often, and I kept coming back, even though the cold weather is brutal.
She's so fake, bro.
The kindness of Iowans will never be lost on me. You're faithful, patriotic, and hardworking Americans, and I will forever be grateful for the time that we had. At one point in this campaign, there were 14 of us running. I was at 2% in the polls. But tonight, Iowa did what Iowa always does so well. The pundits will analyze the results from every angle. We get that. But when you look at how we're doing in New Hampshire, in South Carolina, and beyond, I can safely say tonight, Iowa made this Republican primary a two-person race.
Listen to what she just said.
Tonight, I will be back in the great state of New Hampshire. And the question before Americans is now very clear. Do you want more of the same? Or do you want a new generation of conservative leadership?
You're not it.
I just wanted to play that because she is openly saying, oh, there's only going to be two of us standing.
Yeah.
Who's going to be standing there besides her and Trump? Who?
Yeah.
If we look at these polls, this is what these people look at. They look at these polls. All right. This is the 2024 Republican presidential nomination. We'll go to national so we can see where she is trending nationally in this country.
Okay.
Nikki Haley is at 12%.
Nationally.
12 nationally. This is the average. Unless you are being installed.
Yeah, how's that going to happen?
How are you so confident? This is why I told people, don't rule this guy out because he's no dummy. This dude is smart. He's a part of all this. He's a part of these discussions. Rhonda McDaniel, the chair of the GOP, the RNC, hates Ramaswamy and vowed to give him no funding going forward because of his rhetoric on the stage.
Mm.
She is polling at 12%. You are looking at it. She has not broke 20% nationally ever. Where do you get this confidence from, Nikki Haley? Unless everything Ramaswamy said was fact.
Yeah.
Remove your feelings, people.
Yeah.
I saw you voted for Nikki. Remove your feelings, please.
Yeah. Which I do, like, when he said that, I was like, yeah, absolutely, 100%. It's totally valid what he's saying. I said last night with Liddell, shoot, people were like, he's the plant. Trump could be the plant. They could both be the plant. Everybody's a plant. It's government, okay? It's just vote for the better plant, okay? That's all I'm saying.
Look at this, man. Look at this. Nikki Haley's at 12%. She hasn't broke 20.
I wish somebody like in the press would say to her, so here's what the polls are showing. Explain how you're going to be one of the two people left standing. Like, where are the press people? Like, they need to do like a turnaround in the room that she's in with all those people screaming. I want to see who those people are.
6 months ago, she wasn't even fucking polling about 10%. This is 6 months ago on this graph. Let's go back to 3 months.
Oh, Lord.
Nikki Haley, 12%. She fluctuates. What are we looking at here, people? You're polling less than 10% 3 months ago nationally. Trump is destroying every single one of you. The conversation is done.
Yeah.
The conversation is done. Oh, you didn't vote for her? Okay, cool. Listen, she's confident because she knows something we all don't. She understands that the GOP is not interested in a Trump 2024 ticket. They're not.
Right.
They're not. Let's be honest about it. Nobody wants Trump in office because he's an asshole. He don't give a shit about none of this political stuff unless it makes him look good. I will say that. I think that's when he cares about politics the most, which is why he won't come out and condemn that damn death jab.
Mm-hmm.
Come out and condemn it, sir. That's why he won't do it.
He won't.
But like, it's a wrap. Look, I can't wait to see if they do debate, because if they do, I think Trump will destroy her.
Uh-huh.
The only one I was worried about him debating was Ramaswamy. I'm like, dude, he is going to clean the floor with you. He's too smart and you're too old.
Yeah. That would have been an interesting debate to watch for sure.
It would have been.
Yeah. But him against Nikki, that's going to be
He's going to clean house.
I
hope they get on the stage. It's going to be like Hillary versus Trump again.
Exactly.
All he's going to do is bring up the many lies that she has said over the months, over the years. I posted a video. You guys can go look at it. We're going to wrap this politics topic up. But quote me here today. I think the GOP is going to try some funny business with Nikki Haley and Trump. And I don't think that the population is going to let it smooth over. I don't.
This is a question we haven't gotten in a while. Soonie, I would like to hear your opinion on Kennedy. I don't think he's a factor.
I don't think Kennedy is a factor.
Yeah.
The Democrats have already said that they're choosing Biden, which Democrat voters should be really upset because they had virtually no chance to pick who they wanted. They said, screw y'all, screw the constituents. We need a Trump versus Biden again.
Yeah.
I don't think he will be an upset. I don't think he'll cause an upset. I don't see anything that's come across my radar. That's really all I have. I've never really paid attention to him. One, because I just can't take his voice.
Yeah,
I cannot deal with his voice. And I don't think he's a factor. Will he cause an upset with independent voters? I don't know what you mean by that.
Like, meaning like, will independent voters choose to vote for him?
No.
Yeah.
I think independent voters understand that Trump is the ticket and Trump is going to be the guy to get things done. And we also we really have to factor in who we're sending to Congress. Local politics matters.
Yes.
You have to make sure you are sending people who are going to work with Trump to Congress to get legislation through, because if we don't, we're going to have another 4 years of what we've experienced now, which is Congress wanting to do nothing, arguing about things that don't really matter, and you ousting McCarthy just to put in Mike Johnson, who did exactly what McCarthy did. If you guys haven't been paying attention to the new fiscal year budget that dropped, please go read it. He made backdoor deals. So Trump, unless he has a Congress, I think he'll be handicapped. He's going to have a hard time. And he's inheriting a shitty economy. Not that I don't think he can do anything great with it, but it's not going to be this like snap of the finger like everybody thinks it is. I think it's going to be a hard uphill battle for sure.
I mean, I think there's going to be a lot of confidence in the market if he does get elected, like the minute, which is pretty typical, right? Like whenever the president gets elected or announced, even before he takes office, you see an immediate shift in the market, which I think will happen. But yeah, there's a lot of mess to clean up. There's a lot of mess, and mainly the thing at the border. I think that's going to be his first.
Rightfully so.
Rightfully so. Yeah.
Didn't we play that video of the Democrat saying what they were going to be doing with the influx of immigrants that are coming in?
Did we? I don't remember.
I'll find it. Don't worry about it. I'll find it, and then maybe I'll play it at the end of the show. But Democrats are banking on these immigrants coming into the country, voting for them in these major metropolitan areas. That's why they're sending them to all these places. And then they're unaccounted for. And then you're giving them fake ass social security numbers and the ability to vote in our elections. California.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we have to do this every so often as we get closer and until it gets announced. But if Trump picks a woman, assuming it's Trump, when Trump announces his VP, who would be the woman you're thinking he's going to pick now? And if it is somebody else, who's the other person?
Tulsi Gabbard.
Really? As the woman?
Apex. As his VP. Cyrus brought up a really good point. She is well liked amongst the conservative crowd, the independent crowd, the moderates. She's well liked. I think she's a plant. I do.
I agree.
She's like way too close to the WEF and the WHO, that whole forum thing. Yeah. But if he's trying to win, I could definitely see him picking Tulsi Gabbard for a female VP. I don't think it'll be Haley.
You don't think? Okay, so and if it's a minority or a gay person,
Richard Grinnell for the gay person, and a lot of people say Byron Donaldson,
Byron Donaldson,
for the black, and I just don't want to throw Vivek's name out. I don't. I think that would be a really exciting ticket. Yeah. But Ben Carson is boring. I don't know why anybody would want to see Ben Carson as a VP. He's boring. He would not galvanize Americans to come out. I like Ben Carson. He is an amazing black icon. His story is freaking amazing. I think it's Gifted Hands. Watch that movie. I watched it a bunch of times. He's also 7 Day Adventist. Didn't know if you knew that.
Wait. Stop. Okay, we gonna stop right there. How did you just describe Ben Carson? Say that again. How'd you describe him?
That's just one person.
What did you say about his personality?
He's boring.
And he's what? A 7-day Adventist. Boom.
Whatever. Whenever. We'll see. Those are my predictions. Those are my predictions. What are yours? Did you write these down? I want to see if I'm actually close.
No. I didn't write this down, but yesterday I kind of went down that list of people, and I asked Liddell what his thoughts were, and I can't remember what he said, but I'll tell you what mine are, and mine keep fluctuating. Okay, so as the woman,
and
I have gone back and forth with this one. It's going to be Carrie Lake.
Oh God, I cannot stand that lady.
I'll tell you why. Because Carrie Lake, so I keep harping on the fact that Trump, if you look at his history with people, he places loyalty super high. Okay. If you are loyal to him, he wants you around. Okay. Carrie has been extremely loyal to him, but I've also noticed two things. She's everywhere he goes. Okay. And she also has been very quiet as far as her whole election interference in her state with her race. Okay. She has really quieted down in terms of that. So something about me about that kind of makes me think that she might be the female pick. It wouldn't be my favorite pick at all.
Yeah.
But I think that might be it. As far as the gay goes, Richard Grinnell, I'm with you all the way. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be Ben Carson. I love Ben Carson. I think he'll definitely have a place in his cabinet as he did in the last administration that he was in. But I don't think he's VP material, even though I think the VP, I don't think has to be much, right? Yeah. But for the election, that's probably the most important role that the VP serves, because your VP has to be likable to everybody. And that's why what you say, as far as it having to be a woman or a gay or a brown person, it's important, because that's what voters are going to think about when they.
It looks like Carrie Lake is off the table, though, because she's running for U.S. Senate.
I know she is, and Trump even said that, but I still don't think that takes her off the table. I think that takes her off the table.
If you want to use Carrie Lake, right? Look, bro, listen. Do you see the picture here?
Yeah.
Do you see the picture? What do you notice in this picture? I'm not going to point anything out. I want you guys to notice something. What do you notice about this picture? What's there?
What's there? The flag.
Okay.
We can do
what
it.
else do you notice?
Women with a woman.
And who? What is that the emblem for? What is that the representation for?
Women empowerment. That type
feminist.
Of thing. Yeah,
the feminist movement. Period.
Yeah.
I think she is much more useful in the Senate. I do.
Yeah.
I
but
don't
the
think
Vice President is in charge of the Senate.
I don't think that she will be his VP. I just don't see it. Me personally, I don't see any of that.
Yeah, I don't know. I might go back. I might move away from.
We'll
her,
see.
That's what my gut is telling me.
I hope not, because Jesus Christ, I couldn't tolerate that woman.
Yeah, Mo.
I can't stand Carrie Lake.
I know you get. Mo, do you or Soonie really think there's a possibility of Trump actually making it back into the White House? Absolutely. If he
Heck
did
yeah.
not make it back into the White House, there for sure is something weird going on. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All you guys have to do is look at, if you guys are bored, go look at The Shade Room. Go look at Hollywood Unlocked.
Yeah.
The Neighborhood.
Terrified.
You can look at The Breakfast Club. All those people who voted for Biden are now like, when is Trump coming back?
Yeah.
We're voting for Trump. Actually, if you look at because they reported on the Iowa caucus, a lot of black people were like, let's go. A lot of black people were excited to see Trump win that and they want him back. So not to just say that it's solely dependent on the black vote, but the black vote is a key vote here. Democrats depend on our vote every 2 to 4 years. And I think there's going to be a shift. I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I see him going back. I see him going back to the White House.
Yeah, I think so too. 100%. Clearly the other side is scared because the attacks are harder than ever. You know, they've got him tied up in one court case after another. It's just back to back to back, and they're hoping something is going to stick, because if it doesn't, they know that they're screwed. Right. They're even talking about, I saw this trending on Twitter, disease X, right? Like some crazy measles. Okay. Like they're now already like talking about, okay, we if this stuff doesn't work, we've got another pandemic, right? Another pandemic. But I think people are wise to that now. Like nobody's falling for another pandemic or another vaccine, or it's too hot to go vote, especially when we've now seen the people of Iowa come out in record low temperatures. I mean, granted, these people are used to record low temperatures during this time of year, but still, you guys saw a lot of the people that came out were literally pushing walkers.
You're old as shit.
Old as shit. And they still came out. So y'all ain't got no excuse.
One more thing before we go. This is the last thing I'm going to bring up. This is why I say New Hampshire is important. I know polls are sometimes inaccurate, but sometimes they're very much so accurate. Nikki Haley is polling at 29% average. This is national and not national. I'm sorry. This is New Hampshire. My bad. And Trump is polling at 43%. DeSantis at 6%. Chris Christie, which he dropped out. I don't know why that's up there. At 11%. I think New Hampshire is going to be a battleground. And this is why I think Ramaswamy's prediction is going to be very much so valid, because she's going to use abortion and she's going to use her vagina and her heels, you know, because she says they're her ammunition to wound him in a lot of different ways. Just be here for it. Be prepared for it, because it's going to happen.
Soonie said it first. All right. Let's move on to another topic.
Let's go.
Let's move on. So why don't we talk about your topic of this diversity plan?
Oh, gosh. Well, here, I'll pull up the article. I was actually reading last night and this piqued my interest. Anytime I see diversity, I'm like, ooh, let me read. So Fox News reported that the FAA diversity pushes to include and focus on hiring people with severe intellectual and psychiatric disabilities. You don't know what the FAA is. It's the Federal Aviation Administration, and they are actively recruiting workers who suffer severe intellectual disabilities, psychiatric problems, and other mental and physical conditions under a diversity and inclusion hiring initiative spelled out in the agency's website. And I have the website right here. We're going to pull it up and look at who their target is. Now, listen, Fox News didn't make this up. They actually presented a very much so valid and truthful story. Targeted Disabilities, Secretary of Transportation has set a hiring goal of 3% per fiscal year for individuals. 3%. Just think of how much that is. Targeted severe disabilities. These disabilities are, as stated, hearing, total deafness in both ears. Don't know why you would want them a part of aviation, but I digress. Blind people. Missing extremities. Partial paralysis what the fuck they're gonna do. Like, what are they going to do? What are they gonna do?
I can't.
Complete paralysis, epilepsy, dwarfism. That is there. They want to hire midgets.
I ain't ever getting
Psychiatric disability.
Oh Lord.
And severe intellectual disability. Ooh, individuals with the targeted disabilities have the greatest difficulty obtaining employment. This is the only protected group for which federal agencies may have a hiring goal. On the spot hiring information. Okay? Gets better. You can get a special appointment authority, and it is a non-competitive hiring method for filling vacancies for people with disabilities. Full benefits awarded to the non-competitive appointee. So they're taking the merit, which is what we all complain about. They are removing merit from being able to work at a federal agency that deals with aviation.
That's great.
Do you know how many terroristic attacks we're going to have now?
See, okay, this is my problem though. I got to take off my shoes and almost every damn thing on my body to get on a plane I have a ticket for, but y'all are going to hire somebody who's blind and missing limbs to fly a plane. What the fuck?
And a midget.
Who can't even see over the dashboard.
How are you going to create a resume when you can't see?
Have we not seen at least like 2-3 stories this month about doors flying off airplanes? Come on. I don't mean to laugh, but this is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
This is
ridiculous. So these people have to have a certification of job readiness, which what are they going to do? Like stand at the door and greet people? I don't know what they're going to be doing. Proof of disability. What else? That's all they need for the on-the-spot hiring. They just need the proof that they're disabled and a certification that says that they can work. I'm done.
I don't understand.
I'm done. I want to tap out from life. I want to tap out from life. This is not real.
Y'all,
it's
I'm
not
gonna tell you
real
right now. If I see a midget stewardess, which I have never seen in my life, y'all gonna see me laugh. Somebody's gonna get me on a live or something of me laughing. I can't. Okay, a shout out to if you're a midget or a dwarf. I know. Listen, I love you, but it makes me nervous, and I can't. Like, what am I gonna do if the plane goes down? How are you really gonna save me?
What we all gonna do? We gonna listen. We gonna be trying to save the disabled people because they can't save us.
And then they're gonna be going crazy because they're loop-de-loo.
A psychiatric, like you want nutcases to be in charge of that?
Oh Lord.
Aren't these people the most like susceptible to like manipulation? Don't you think?
Yeah.
Our country's going down the drain, but the initiative is a part of the FAA's diversity and inclusion hiring plan, which says diversity is integral to achieving the FAA's admission of securing or of ensuring safe and efficient travel across our nation and beyond. Just, can we read that one more time? They're doing this because they say diversity, the diversity of bringing in batshit crazy Americans, okay? Blind Americans, Americans that are fully paralyzed, halfway paralyzed, or can knock out at any moment because they have epilepsy. Midgets and deaf people are integral to the safety and efficient travel of Americans across the nation and beyond. The FAA, listen to this, which is overseen by who? Secretary Pete Buttigieg. Departments of Transportation is the government's agency charged with regulating civil aviation and employs roughly 45,000 people in this country. So, how many people are going to be driving from now on? I'm going to raise my hand.
Right here.
I'll see you in about 13 hours.
Right.
I refuse to get on a plane that has a disabled person regulating or operating in any form or any shape or any capacity. This is not the Guinness World Record book where a blind person was somehow able to defy fucking gravity and reality and be great at what they do. Those people are far and few and in between. And when they are good, but they also have limitations to what they can and cannot do.
That's right. Yeah. We're not
diversity and inclusion.
Yeah. We're not trying to be mean. Okay. Let me remind you. Okay. We are equally critical of all idiotic policies that involve, inclusion of people who don't deserve to be included, whether you're fat, whether you're disabled mentally, physically, whatever. If you're ugly, you don't get to be in a beauty pageant. You know what I mean? If you're fat, you don't get to be on the cover of Health magazine.
Yes.
Like,
it's not how it works.
Enough with this ridiculous. It's like these people are playing with our lives all to just be inclusive. Okay. That is like my least favorite word. That's ridiculous.
It's dangerous is what it is. Really dangerous.
And like Spirit Airlines and Frontier are the worst ones, and they're only going to get worse now after this. Like I
don't fly Spirit, so praise the Lord.
You about to see the bottom of the barrel over there.
I barely fly Delta.
Dang, man. That's
hopefully you guys find some accommodations to help you travel this year and beyond, because they don't give a fuck about Americans anymore. Like they just don't care about us. They said, screw you. What's our next topic?
Yeah. I mean, I just want to say, and I didn't have enough time to read through this, so that's why I'm not bringing it up, but there was a fact check on it. And the fact check said that this policy was around when Trump was president.
It was.
It's been around. Yeah. So I don't know, but
it was. We got to be honest. It was around. People weren't paying attention to it. I mean, how many people really go to the FAA's website to go see what they're discussing? I don't. That would be the last thing that I'm going to Google. And maybe we should be Googling more of these government agencies to see who they're hiring. Because that's ridiculous. You said no psych wards, give them a job. Listen.
Seriously.
This is America. Unfortunately, this is America. And this is the only place we got, y'all. We have nowhere else to go. Nowhere else to go. I don't know what we're going to do in the future, but I know I wake up and say a prayer multiple times a day. This is probably the most I've prayed in my entire life.
I was about to say, honey.
Every day. Every day. Like over my kids, over myself, over my husband, family in the States. Because I'm in a little bubble right now. I know when I come home, I'm going to be paranoid as shit. It's a scary time. And you should be scared. Oh, look at Dr. Umar.
What do you think about Dr. Umar? What's your thoughts on him?
Look, he's one of them psychotic pro-blacks, African, Pan-Africanism pro-blacks, but he's an intelligent dude. And I like his comments. I like listening to him speak on certain things, especially in the sexual orientation and sexuality realm, because he is a trained psychiatric counselor. Like he counsels men first and foremost. And I like his take on that.
Young men, right? Yeah, it's a school.
Yeah. I don't know if he has a school yet. I think he's still trying to build a school, if I'm not mistaken. But he has some things worth listening to. I like Dr. Umar. Now, his Pan-African stuff, he can shove that right up his ass. I don't give a crap about any of that. But I actually saw this video. Didn't I send this to you?
P sent this to me.
Okay.
He was like, what do you think about this? So we had a discussion about it this morning, but I'll play it for everybody else.
Damaged people are always sexually promiscuous. Let me say this again. If you are traumatized, if you are emotionally damaged, you are promiscuous. And do you want to know why?
Why is that?
Emotionally traumatized people require constant validation from others. You married to a woman who's been traumatized, abuse, abandonment, whatever. When you're not around her for too many days, she has to find another man because her trauma dictates constant validation. And constant validation means I must have a man in my personal space. You ever date a woman who was crazy about you? She absolutely loved you, so you thought. It was really addiction.
Yeah.
When you finally let her go, when you finally got her to stop stalking you, she ended up with another man like that. And your ego took a hit. You said, wait a minute. I know that woman was crazy about me. Climbed in my window, came to my... You understand? She was... She was crazy about your presence in her life. And the minute you distance yourself from her life, she found a replacement without a problem. Emotionally damaged people are promiscuous because they cannot go without constant validation. They need emotion.
All right.
I agree.
Cross the board, you agree?
Yeah.
So
I agree.
Number one, what is your definition from the way he paints it of emotionally damaged?
My definition of emotionally damaged. I think anyone who has suffered trauma mentally from someone that they love, manipulation, verbal abuse, anything like that. Any person who has been pretty much like degraded and denigrated from anybody that they love, mainly a parent, happens in your childhood. I think that those people are emotionally damaged.
And promiscuous, what is that?
You're a whore. You sleep around.
Okay.
You're promiscuous. Like sex is casual to you. There's no real meaning to sex. I think I've said this. I think women who are promiscuous and can just lay down with multiple people, they are devoid. Or not. Is it devoid or is it void? They are they are depleted of any ounce of self-worth because no woman who truly cares about herself is going to freely give herself away like that. You have no self-worth.
Yeah. I agree with your promiscuous definition, although he brought up a good point. He said, in this day and age, I don't even know how we can define who's promiscuous and who isn't because the society is like so sexually charged. Everything is sexualized in every single sense of the word. Like cartoons are sexual, everything's sexual. So it's like, how do you even determine who's promiscuous and who isn't? Because everybody's over sexualized at this point. Emotionally damaged. I don't necessarily think it has to be from someone you love, but I think in this particular case, I mean, you could be emotionally damaged by a lot of things. It doesn't in my opinion, I feel like he kind of painted with a very broad brushstroke because you can be emotionally damaged, but I don't think for everybody it translates into promiscuity. I think you can make an argument that somebody, but I also think somebody can be promiscuous and not have emotional damage. But then that's why I asked you to define emotional damage, because these days people define, like when people say, oh, I have anxiety or I have depression, like, and I asked you, well, what exactly does that look like for you? And I'm just like, that's anxiety. You're taking meds for that. Like a normal person just deals with that. So I think sometimes like in this day and age, men will say, oh, she's emotionally damaged because her father left her at a young age, or she was raped, or she was abused. But I don't think all women end up messed up because of that.
I mean, I would disagree.
I know women who have been sexually molested. I personally have gone through stuff like that. And I wouldn't say I was promiscuous. Or the way he's describing it.
We'll just deal with the actual definition. The actual definition of promiscuous is having or characterized by many transient sexual relationships To me, that's casual sex. If anybody is partaking in casual sex, then that's you being promiscuous.
Never mind. I have partaken in casual sex.
I will agree with you that not every woman turns to promiscuity, because I was one of those girls. I just wasn't interested in anything. I enjoyed being alone.
Yeah, you shut down. You had the opposite.
Yeah, I enjoyed being alone a lot. Like, there was boys that I liked. There were people that I wanted to be friends with. I think I was just too shy and very much so like defensive and guarded to even like attempt to do things. But that also can translate into emotional damage because I didn't have a self-esteem.
Right. And that's the word that I brought up is I think emotionally damaged people definitely have low self-esteem. And it translates into different areas like promiscuity, overweight, depression, completely shutting down, changing your sexuality because you hate your body. I mean, there's all kinds of different ways that I think it manifests. So I think my only argument was like the way he kind of painted this as one broad solution.
Like a broad brush.
Exactly. Yeah.
Here's what I will say, because I agree with what he's saying. I think more times than not, sexual promiscuity is the outcome. And I don't think being promiscuous and being sexualized is the same thing. To sexualize something is, I can sexualize anything. I can pull my shirt down and leave my shoulder out and tilt my head a certain way. I'm not promiscuous, but I'm definitely sexualizing myself. So I don't think those two go in tandem.
Right.
So I will say this. I believe more times than not, sexual promiscuity is the outcome from emotional damage than a person just shutting down. I think it's rare for a person to just get clammed up and shut down and not act out, because I think every one of us as women, we know we have at least 10 friends in our circle who have been molested, and you're probably the only one who's not really out there. You ain't outside like that. Like, you're more reserved, you're more chilled, but you still feel a sense of camaraderie with those women because we've all gone through the same thing. So I think it's rare if you meet someone who is just put off. I was put off by sex. Sometimes I still am. There's just times where I'm just like, I'm not interested. I don't want to kiss. I don't want to cuddle. I don't want to do anything physical. I just need my moment. But then there are times where I'm like, I'm here for it. So it's kind of hit or miss. But I do think that I don't think there are many women, especially now, Mo, gotta be honest. I do not think there are many women now who keep themselves because sex is viewed as some sort of freeing expression for women.
Right. Right. And I think that that's what P was saying. Like, what is promiscuous these days? Because isn't everybody promiscuous in one way or another? Right. Because I don't think promiscuity is like necessarily just sex. You know what I mean? You could be promiscuous with your body, like you said. You could be stripping. That can be viewed as promiscuous. You could be a stripper. And maybe you're like, I'm a stripper, but that doesn't mean I'm out having tons of sex. But
well, I think that's sexualized though, because the actual definition is transient sexual relationships. And you can't have a sexual relationship with someone you're not partaking in intercourse with. It's not, you're not partaking in sex unless you're doing oral or you are literally screwing them.
Right.
That's what I deem sex. I don't deem texting someone in a sexual way sex. That's not sex. Sending pictures, that's not sex. Of course it's cheating.
Okay.
It's cheating. That's emotionally cheating. You're entertaining the thought of someone else, but you haven't physically gone out and done anything.
Right. Right. What was I going to ask you? You said something and it like made me want to spin off into another question. Damn, my old brain. My old brain. Oh, this is what I was going to say. So, okay, this is the other thing I think is, and I'm no feminist, okay, but I'm just going to say this. Whenever he talks about these types of things, or any men in general, when they talk about this type of thing, they're always talking about women. This can also apply to men. There is such a thing as a man whore.
Yeah.
Or sexually promiscuous men. But
I think men and women are equal in that regard.
yeah, but in this day and age, when a man is sexually promiscuous, he's considered the man. When a woman does it, she's a whore.
Don't you think that's always been though?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
I think. Here, how do I say it? I think there is less value put on a man in society than there is a woman. So it is alarming to see a woman just freely give herself. Like when I think of sex, this is how I'm going to teach my daughters, you know, when they get older. Everything that we have is internal. Everything.
Yeah.
Our wounds, the whole thing, the whole experience is internal. And you guys are coming together as one. You literally are. You're exchanging emotions. People like to say they're not exchanging spirit. Yes, you are. It's an intimate setting. So because we have everything internal and guys fertilize our eggs and we carry the children, I think there's more emphasis and value placed on a woman than it is a man because everything he has is external. It doesn't take much to get a guy ready to go. You can kiss a guy in a certain way. All you got to know is what makes him tick, but it takes more to get that from a woman. Well, it used to. It takes a little more.
Yeah.
So I think maybe that's why it's looked at that way because men are just deemed, okay, you're a provider and protector.
Yeah.
That's really all women look to men for. They don't look to them to be like leaders or like, you know, with my husband, I'm always asking for advice or, you know, what do you think about this? Should we do this with our kids? I really look to him for that leadership. I don't think that is how society looks at men. So they're just deemed, they're just like placeholders in society for a lot of women versus us. Everything is catered towards women in society. Everything.
Right. Do you think it's sexually promiscuous to watch porn?
Yes.
You do?
I think porn desensitizes everything about you.
Yep.
You can't even, I've heard people who can't achieve an orgasm unless they are like having to think about some porn that they watched or something that set off something in their brain.
Yeah.
So I guess this could fall in the sexualized category, right? Because you're not actually engaging in sex with them. But I still think it falls in that transient category because you're watching people
fantasizing about somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
well, if you're married.
In essence, that could be a sexual relationship. It could. But I think that would be me kind of being subjective. I'm not coming from an objective place here. It would just be my opinion. But yeah, porn is bad. I don't think anybody should watch porn.
I agree with you. And, you know, I don't think, well, I mean, I say this lightly because I had said once on the show when I was a teenager, you know, we used to try to like sneak at, you know, porn magazines from our friends. Yeah. From our friends' brothers, you know, under their beds and whatever. Like that was something we did. But like as an adult, I don't think that is something that even remotely appeals to me. But like I know somebody and, you know, this person is a watcher of ours. Oh, she's so cute. This person is a watcher of ours. And he has told me he's a very, very nice guy, super, super nice guy. But he has confessed to me he had a porn addiction. I haven't checked in with him lately, but he had a porn addiction and he was struggling really a lot with trying to overcome that. And so it was interesting, the conversation that I had with him about it, because I've never heard somebody say like, I'm addicted to watching porn and I wish I wasn't. But I think porn has such a stronghold over people. The interesting part about this is this particular guy, I believe, I can't say 100%, was a virgin. So this is his only like kind of knowledge of sexuality. I think you're on mute, Soonie, if you're trying to talk. This is his only knowledge on like sexual relationships. And like going into an actual relationship, this is what he's going to have in his brain.
In his brain, yeah.
Exactly. Which is not how it really works. You know? So. I mean, P.S. fellas, women, if you're somebody who thinks that sex works like porn, guys don't just slide up in you and you orgasm. That's just not how it works.
No, it's not.
There actually has to be buttons pressed for things to happen. Like it's not just a tunnel of love up in there. Okay.
Right. It's effort on both ends. Like
Effort, yeah.
people paint sex as like this, especially women. Women paint sex nowadays as this like receiving experience. Like sometimes the music I listen to, I will like press replay and I'm like, let me listen to what she just said. Cause it might be like, ooh, it's a bop. And I like what, I like how it sounds. But women are pretty much very selfish in the bedroom now.
Yeah.
Like, what is Megan Thee Stallion says, it's mandatory that I get the head with no guaranteed on the penetration.
Oh yeah. That's a big one.
Like, dang.
or I ain't giving head unless I get head type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know. I don't think people in general view sex as something intimate or special or just sacred anymore.
Yeah.
It's just a mean of an instant gratification of I need to get off, which sucks because of course I don't want to think about my children engaging in anything like this, but I do hope that they meet someone who values that as much as they do.
Yeah.
And what if they don't get that? That would suck.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? I couldn't even imagine having that type of relationship. That would suck.
Right.
Tremendously suck.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Hi, Henry Board. She's so cute.
Say hello.
Look at those little cheekers.
Say hi. Tell them hi.
She's got the hairbrush.
Say hi.
Hi. Oh,
You gonna say hi? Say hi.
Yeah.
Say hi. She trying to touch stuff. You quit pressing the buttons.
Just that, she said a whole lot more than Kamala ever said. Oh, yeah, Joe, I agree. It is hard when you have daughters to think about them doing that type of stuff, but it's, eventually that's what's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
As parents, we don't need to know. My kids, like, they talk to me about stuff like that. And I've always grown up in a very, like, open, like, in my home, we talked about sex very openly when I was growing up. And I do the same with my kids. Like, I don't like to paint it as something to be shameful of. And that's just how I have raised my kids. Because I was even, like, talking to people about this, and I'm like, it's so funny, like, how people get so weird, like, when you bring up the word sex. Like, they're just like, oh God, like you could be like in a room full of adults and they're like, did she say sex? Like, God forbid I said sex. Like,
she said no.
Yeah, no.
Say no.
You better say no. Hey, Emery, you could go apply at the FAA. You meet all the qualifications.
She's a dwarf.
She's a dwarf.
Yeah.
Got a little bobblehead going on,
Say no.
No. Oh my gosh, she's so big. She's getting so big.
Soonie, do you know when you'll be coming back to the States? I'll be back in less than 7 months at this point.
Dang.
Time is ticking. I'll be back. It seems like everyone is waiting for my arrival. I kind of feel special.
And you still don't know where you're going to be, right?
I don't. Even if I do know, I'm not telling anybody online.
Right. Oh, obviously.
I don't need anybody coming to swat me. I don't need anybody trying to call children's services. Like, that would make me leave the internet. You start messing with things that are close, like my family and all that. Yeah, this is not worth it to me. Kind of like you said. It is not that real. I'll see y'all on the flip side. If I'm ever at any events, I'll catch y'all. But no, I will be back though in a couple months.
Gloves come off when you go after my family. I'm telling you right now. What else we got? What else we got? You got anything funny?
I don't. I just had that diversity conversation that I thought was freaking hilarious, man.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you know what? I do have something. I don't know if you. Hold on. Oh, never mind. Somebody sent me something from Nikki Haley. I said, I got this from Nikki Haley, and this was my response. The campaign messages that they be sending out. What's her name? She is the actress that was in Ghostbusters.
The receptionist?
The big black burly looking bitch.
Oh, she was in the new Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
I don't know her name, but I know who you're talking about.
Okay. Hopefully I can find it. Oh, here it is. I don't know if you've seen this, but I want you to react. I watched this, and the only thing I can think of is, Heffa, who is even interested in sticking their schlong in you? If I was a dude and I had to do something with you, I would immediately shrivel up. There's no way I could even perform. And I know it said it takes nothing for a guy, but I think you have to have some attraction to her, at least. I don't think it works that easy. Leslie Jones is her name. I have the video right here. Emery, no. Here we go.
I feel like I want to talk to men too, and like I'm going to give y'all so much permission to fucking learn and advance to where we are as women. Like, we doing the work. Men are not doing the work, and I'm going to say it. Y'all not doing the work. And let me just say this too. Y'all don't know shit about pussy. It's one of your favorite things. It's one of your favorite things. You don't know shit. I don't understand how you don't know shit about pussy. Or if your dick is working properly.
What should we know though?
First of all, go to the doctor, put your nuts in a doctor's hand and cough to the fucking left. Find out what's wrong with your dick first. There's a lot of, no, I'm being very honest. Right. I've been hooking up and dudes' dicks are not working properly. Y'all done ate all that fucking McDonald's and all that shit. You ain't drinking water. You're not fucking taking care of yourself. And that's your dick. That's like one of your prized possessions. You go get your car checked. You won't get your dick checked.
Damn.
And then get mad at us when your dick don't work. Don't get mad at me. That's your department.
Damn.
That's your department.
That's real.
Go get your dick checked. And then go get your mind checked. Stop showing up to Tinder dates expecting me to solve your fucking dilemma. I show up for dick and you throw me a Rubik's Cube of your fucked up ass shit. Like, I don't know why your daddy don't love you. You know what I'm saying? Your mind affects your dick. It affects your dick. It affects your dick. Do you think you're going to be walking around sad and depressed and your dick is just going to be out here wilding? No, it's not. It's sad like you. So take care of your dick. I really believe that's a lot of problems with these podcast dudes and these passport bros. Y'all don't know how to fuck a woman correctly. And then when she tell you that, now she ain't shit. No, go learn how to fuck. I bet you it'll solve a lot of problems between us. Because y'all don't know how to fuck. And you mad because we do.
This is the best mental health promo I ever heard in my life.
I'm being honest with y'all.
Your mind impacts your dick. No, you're right.
I am being so honest. I really believe that a lot of friction is now women are going, we are tired of bad sex. And we're tired of being quiet about bad sex. I had some bad sex 2 nights ago. I told him at the Ritz. I told that motherfucker to get the fuck out. How dare you fuck me like that at the Ritz? The goddamn Empire State Building is right there. How you fuck me like that in front of the Empire State Building? Get the fuck out of here.
Poor guy. Well, at least it ain't no surprise to him. You're not hearing this for the first time.
Yeah, trust me.
Jesus.
You know who you are.
Leslie fucking Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Go get her book right now and make sure you watch.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, she's a comedian. I'll say that. So I kind of feel like she was putting on a little bit of a bit there. But first of all, women who speak like that is so disgusting. And I cannot for the life of me imagine the man. And Cash, if you're listening, no disrespect to people who have been in jail, but I cannot imagine the man, unless he's been locked up for a really long time, that wants to hit that. Okay, with that type of mouth. That is disgusting. I wish we could bring back women being a little bit more feminine, a little bit more softer, not speak like you're one of the guys and like you're a trucker. You missed my whole thing. But it's just it's disgusting. It's disgusting. And I've told you this before because I've been on lives before, and I'm really turned off when women speak like this. I don't like when women try to speak like men. You see what I'm saying? Like we need to bring back the softness that makes us women, and that's just disgusting. Like if you're getting bad sex, Leslie, maybe you're the problem. Maybe they're not turned on by you and they're just trying to like get off. Who knows? I mean, because it's funny, we never get to talk, because God forbid a show bring a dude on and he talk about a woman like that, like you just talked about him. Women would lose their mind. Okay, if a dude was on here talking like about a woman like that, lose their mind.
Absolutely lose it.
Yeah. And
they would be like, well, what are you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
I want to see the guy who was hitting that. I do too.
Yeah, exactly. And I agree. Like she is so masculine, her voice, everything. And she's a big woman. Not that that has anything to do with it. Okay. The size of the woman, regardless, you can still be
feminine,
soft and feminine, and you need to be somewhat a little bit submissive. Like shut your mouth. Like if you're talking like that during sex, I can understand why the sex is terrible. The guy is probably just trying to stay in his head, to stay on course.
The poor man is struggling. All right.
The poor man is struggling, man.
He out here hurting. No, I wanted to see your opinion of that because we actually had the same thought. I was like, man, first of all, she is very vulgar. Two,
that's the word.
Who is going to want to sleep with you being that just like abrasive and brash? Like,
yeah.
There's some times where I want to talk candidly, but this is online. It's different when I'm just like with my friends, right?
Yeah.
I would never do that in a bedroom. I am loud. I'm opinionated. But when my husband is around, there is a completely different Soonie that takes over. I'm very much so submissive. My tone of voice changes. I'm softer. Can you imagine if I brought, not that this is not me. This is me. This is how I am in real life. But can you imagine if I brought this energy to the bedroom? My husband would probably be done. He might be downright scared. Like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
What is going on here?
I think it's poor taste, though. I mean,
it's nasty is what it is.
Yeah. I think it's poor taste to talk about your sexual experiences like on a public platform like that. I don't know. Like if you've had bad sex, then you've had bad sex. Like I don't really need to hear. It doesn't change anything for me to hear. You know what I mean? It doesn't change anything for me.
He said, get off and get out. That's really what she said. She said, now get the fuck out. Like, wow. And let's dispel a myth. We do not put in the majority of the work. Shut up. We have one position and two positions that we can do remotely anything in. The rest is your husband, your boyfriend, whoever you're screwing. They do the majority of the work. Stop the cap. I cannot stand when women say that. That really irks my nerves.
Did you? There was like a video one time that like this dude, like he made obviously they had clothes on, but he made his wife like switch around and she was like doing the moves he does. And dude, she was like so tired. She was like out of breath. He's like, yeah. He's like, that's what I have to do. And she's like, dang. And he's just like laying there. He's like, and she's on the bed. She's like, and she's like, rocking the bed, and she's like, "Damn, babe." She's like, "This is a lot of work." She's like, "My back hurts, my stomach hurts." She's like, "I'm getting." He's like, "Exactly."
Why do women lie about that? Do you ever wonder that though? Like when I hear women talk,
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you lying? We all experience the same thing. Like, sex is what it is. It's sex. You are not doing the bulk of the work, Heffa. Stop lying.
But you know what? I'm willing to bet there's a lot of girls out there that are like, I'm the shit in bed. Like, I get, like I do the best in bed. And if you were to ask the guy, they'd be like, she's all right. You know what I mean? Like, she's all right. Like,
it wasn't mind blowing.
Yeah. Like, I would really be interested in, I mean, obviously not getting like too much into the gory details, but like hearing from guys, like what really sets a girl apart in the bedroom for you? Like, what makes her?
That is a good question.
Yeah. Like, I want to know. Maybe Sed's still on here. We know Sed be having.
He will freely give information.
He will freely give information. Yeah.
Sometimes I have to leave the chat when you start talking, sir. I'm like, listen, you're like an uncle. I got to go. I don't want to hear this.
Exactly. Like, I don't want to get too like detailed about it. Just kind of like general. You know what I mean? Because like I'd be interested to know like what's the general consensus of like the moves you're seeing these days? Like, do most girls just want to lay there and you do all the work? Do most girls want to like they're the ones that want to kind of control the situation? Is there any foreplay involved anymore? Do they get straight to it? Like, I'm interested in all that,
I don't think that's bad. See, I think that's very vanilla.
Yeah, like I want to know, like, are a lot of guys actually looking for that emotional connection?
I think the only people who aren't are people who are void of any ounce of like emotion or self-worth.
Yeah.
How do you do that? I don't understand how you could do that. I could never do that.
Yeah.
I would feel like a fish out of the water. Like, you don't know this person. They don't know you. Like, what are y'all really back there doing?
Yeah.
How do you have casual sex? Please explain it to me.
I'll explain it to you because back in the day when I was, in college and I was having casual sex, I generally had to be drunk. You know what I mean? Like it would be after a night of partying. I mean, I never did drugs. So for me, it was drinking. Like, it would be a night of partying. And it's not that I would like go and sleep with like random people, but like I had like my go-to people, whether they were like ex-boyfriends that like it didn't work out, but the sex was good. So I kept going back for the sex. What do they call those? Like your pitch hitter, like your
pitch hitter,
your booty, your booty call, whatever you want to call it.
Oh,
yeah.
Just asking me. What?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. I was saying for the term.
Isn't it like a friends with benefits?
Yeah, friends with benefits. Exactly. I didn't have like random people. I had like the same two go-tos my entire single life.
Yeah.
So
it's the intimacy that makes it great. See?
Yeah. But see, he's older. I want to know like all different types.
I'm younger than him though.
We should do a panel of like men.
I would listen.
Yeah,
I would be one of those people that's like, I get shy when this topic is brought up. I really don't like talking about it.
Oh, you're the person that when I say the word sex, you're like,
I'm gonna be like, are we really gonna talk about this? This just happened. Can I give a story before we go? This literally just happened at my house. We had a game night, and military men are some of the most vulgar, disgusting people to talk to. All right. Air Force included. We had a bunch of military guys come over. My husband's friends came over and we were playing categories or something like that. And they break out in a discussion about how their legs hurt during sex and their thighs and how they have to do this, do that. Yeah. And me and my friend were sitting there like, y'all are not really discussing this right now while we're here.
Yeah.
Like, you're not. And her husband took it a little bit too far. And she just like made a beeline out of the room.
Oh no.
She was not happy. She left.
You got embarrassed because he was saying
and yeah.
And he was being too detailed.
I don't like that. Like, don't be talking like if you're making a general statement of like, dude, my legs hurt. I'm not gonna trip on my husband for that. Yeah. Fine, talk about it. But when you start getting into like details of what you do and you start talking about body parts, like that's just too much.
I understand that guys have those conversations amongst
they
guys.
do,
definitely
apparently.
To have it with other women present, and especially like your wife or whatever, like that's uncomfortable.
Yes.
Like she may not want her girlfriends to know like the details of her sex life. You know what I mean? Not all girls talk like that. Not all girls.
We don't.
Like yeah.
You know what? Kyle didn't believe me. I said, contrary to belief, I don't sit and talk to my female friends about anything we do.
Nope.
For what?
No. I have never been a talker. Like, even before I was married, I have never been somebody to talk about my sexual anything. Mm-mm.
No, dude. That's,
you know why?
Just, to me, that makes you a whore. If you just openly talk about that, you have no self-worth.
First of all, never ever talk to another woman about a guy you are sleeping with.
Oh, because she gonna want to test it out for sure.
Go creep over there. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. Why?
No.
So Joe says his wife and her coworkers, that's all they talk about.
Really?
I don't do that, dude.
All they
listen. I'm crazy.
About it at work?
No, I'm crazy. You try to push up on what's mine, we're either gonna thump or we're about to have a whole conversation. You know, like, no, we've already shared stories of how territorial and crazy I get. Yeah. I was about to fight a bitch at Taco Bell. You're being too friendly. Give me my food and we don't need all that. Yeah. Give me my food so we can go home.
Yeah.
Don't get too close to my husband. You know how some women, like, they're very touchy. You want to touch your shoulder? Don't fucking touch my husband.
Yeah.
Don't do that. So I'm damn sure not talking to you about what goes down in my room. That's insanity. No.
See, I'm not a jealous person.
I am.
I'm not a jealous person. I actually don't mind if somebody is like, your husband is super handsome or whatever. I actually take that as a compliment. I would
be hurt.
I don't take it as a threat. Because I've always said, like, there's no need to cheat on me. Just tell me.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be crazy. I'm not going to be mad. Like, just move on. Go ahead.
I would be crazy.
Yeah, I won't. I'm not like that. I've never been like that. And that drives guys. That is always my whole life driven insecure guys very, very crazy that I don't get jealous.
Or the fact that you're not jealous?
Nope.
I'm jealous, dude. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Mm-mm.
You don't like being jealous, or you don't like.
I don't like being jealous. I don't like. No, I don't, because I feel like that makes me come off as like insecure.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not insecure. I trust my husband 100%. I just don't. I think it's like disrespectful.
Does Kyle think it's hot when you get like?
No, he gets mad. He thinks that I'm being emotional. He's like, you need to calm down. Like at the Taco Bell thing.
He's not like that with you. Like does he not get jealous?
He doesn't get jealous. No. He's actually, most of my friends are guys. Mm-hmm. I like hanging out with guys. I do not like hanging out with girls.
Same.
I don't like it. Women are catty, they're mean, they're cliquey. I don't like hanging out with women. And he knows most of my friends are guys. So he doesn't trip. As long as it's not like inappropriate and I'm not being too playful, he don't really trip about it. So true. Wait a minute. So true. Back in the day, there was this female I was seeing, and she would go back and tell her friend our sex. And one night at a get together, her friend asked if she could try it herself.
Dude, women are bold. Women are bold.
What up, Cash? Cash Kelly in the building. He in there Googling. I mean, not Googling, LOLing.
I was like, what is he Googling?
I meant to say Googling. I mean,
yeah.
I meant to say LOLing.
See, like, I couldn't be with somebody who is a jealous person because I'm a very like flirty person. And it's weird because like I'm flirty in the way that it's not like I'm letting you know, like, not that you're going to take it as like I'm attracted to you flirting, but I'm like, oh my God. Like I always say to guys, you are such a handsome man. Like you are such a good looking man. Like, how are you single? You know, like that type of thing. But I say it in a way that is not like, hey, if you want to sneak away to the back room real quick and tap this, like that's not how it's ever taken. You know, and but like I'm a big flirt. I've always been a big flirt.
He said, well,
what does that mean?
He thought you were complimenting him.
What I just said?
He said, well, thank you.
Oh, Lord. See? You see what I mean? Like, I don't even see it because it comes so naturally to me. I'm a natural flirt.
No, I'm naturally standoffish. I don't talk to anybody unless I know them. If I'm coming into the room and I don't know you, I'm gonna stick with the people I know. And if you come over and you're like, hey, nice to meet you, I'll be like, yo, what's up? That's just me.
Yeah.
I'm not an inviting person. My face is not inviting. I don't think is it your presence?
Mm-hmm.
Or like your aura that you give off? It's not inviting. Most people will say, dude, the first time I talked to you, I didn't know where to go. Because it was just like, yeah, hi. Okay, how are you? I'm Soonie. I don't go any further than that.
Unless
I know you.
I'm like, hey, baby. Everybody's baby in my book. You know what's funny is, what was I going to say? Damn. I don't know what it was. Something reminded me of something. Oh, so this is the other thing. Because Soonie always makes fun of me because like my taste in men is so not anything anybody can like pinpoint.
Her taste in men is off. Like,
all over the place. Okay. And my favorite thing to do is to compliment not the most obvious good looking man in the room, but that man that has that like real sexy energy. And I'm just like, there's just something about you. Like, you're just so like dynamic. I love to give compliments like that. And right in front of the guy, right in front of the really good looking guy. So he's like, dang, she ain't going to compliment me. No.
I'm a solid 5. I think Cash is asking us to rate him.
Out of what?
You're gonna listen. I'm definitely. I have preferences. I'm picky. You can't be my color.
Soonie's
you can't.
picky, and she's not going to rate you because she's married.
No.
I haven't seen enough of you, Cash, to really like rate you. But I would say you're a good looking guy for sure. You're a good looking guy for sure. Not my type. Like, you're just a little too good looking, probably for me. I don't know what it is. No, no, Cash.
Thing. You need to explain that.
When I say that, I mean, like, I don't go for looks. You know this. I don't go for looks. Like, in order.
Oh yeah, I'm very shallow.
In order for me to rate any guy, I have to like be in your presence because I have to feel your energy. That's what I'm attracted. I'm attracted to energy. That's it.
I'm shallow as shit.
Yeah.
I don't care what your energy is. If you're not appealing to my eye, it's just not happening. If you got busted shoes, bro, if your fucking grill is jacked up, you ain't got no haircut, your clothes is busted.
Yeah.
Heck no. You're nice.
Dude, if you just have like this just super like commanding presence, but you have a huge heart, you're a super nice person too. And I see that you're very giving, but you're still very strong. Oh man.
No, dog.
Panty dropper.
I'm a bitch. I don't care.
Oh, Uncle Said wants me to rate him. I've always said, even though you're short, you're super short. Even though now I'm 5'6". Okay, I'm not tall, but like I'm 5'6". Even though you're short, like you've got a sexiness about you. You got because you have a cockiness about you, and that's what kind of like makes you. And plus, you're older. See, that's the other thing. I'm an older guy. I like older guys.
You like older dudes? Ew.
I don't like. I mean, not like
Do you know what I've always said? Old men have worms, bro. I don't want what you got. No.
Worms?
I could not have.
Oh no, I've always liked older guys. Yeah.
Heck no.
I've always liked
me and my husband are the same age, legit. He's 5 months older than me.
Oh, see, Dave's almost 6 years older than me.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Nah, dog. Old men got worms. Everybody's like, what?
That's weird. Why worms?
I would be thinking,
exactly.
like, do your swimmers swim? Like, what the fuck is that?
Dude, you're funny. I don't need yours. Yeah, at my age, I don't need your swimmers to swim. I just need your thing to work. Yeah, how old? Said
not old at all. Like, I don't want to be with the older man. I like being with my age group. Old wrinkly. That's what I'm saying, bro. You got flabby balls.
But Kyle's balls are gonna get old and wrinkly,
and they'll get old and wrinkly. We'll get old and wrinkly together, though. So I'm going to be okay if I'm saggy and wrinkly, okay. Like we'll be that together, but I don't need your shit to be saggy before mine.
Oh my gosh.
No, dog.
There's something hot about an older guy. You just heard old girl say these young-ass dudes can't put in no work.
Listen, I am satisfied. Stop messing with the young dudes. I'm satisfied. I have 3 kids. They're supposed to have 4. I'm just saying. Heck no, bro. First thing I look at is shoes and teeth. See? Alicia feels me.
Shoes?
Yes. If your shoes are fucked up, no. My husband does not wear busted shoes, bro. He has a whole closet full of sneakers. And it is nothing better than to see him put on some sneakers that he just got or hasn't worn in a long time and a hat. Bro, no.
Okay,
don't be coming out looking fucked up.
Okay, but if you met your husband and he didn't have the money for like some fly sneakers and a fly outfit, but he was a really good guy, like that wouldn't matter to you? You would judge him on his sneakers?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm the girl that I'm just like, I can buy you some new sneakers.
I'm not your sugar mama.
I can't fix the inside. No, I'm saying I'm not your sugar mama, but I'm saying we can't fix the inside, honey. We can't fix it. We could fix all the aesthetic on the outside. We can fix that, baby. We could work with that. The inside, no. Have you ever bitten into a fruit that looks super yummy and juicy? And then you're just like, damn, there ain't no sweetness to this. That's what I'm talking about. I need you to have a little sweetness on the inside.
No, I'm kind of I don't want to say I'm surface level because listen. No, I'm not. Listen, here's the caveat. Okay. You can have all those things, but if you're not smart, it does not work for me. So he can look aesthetically pleasing, but if my husband was a dummy, we would have never gone anywhere because I do not like stupid people. Yeah. So I'm not surface level like that. Like,
no, I'm with you. I don't like stupidity either. I don't like somebody. Yeah. Because again, you can't really fix that once you're past a certain age. You're kind of cemented in there. Cash is over here trying to sell himself. He's strong, intellectual, hellified. What is that? Hellified vide? I don't know what that means. Young, 35, kind of misogynistic and arrogant.
So misogynistic that you won't say repeal the 19th. I'm calling cap.
Chocolate City gonna love Mo. Mo loves Chocolate City. Listen, when it comes to chocolate, okay, let me just put this to rest. Cash Kelly. The darker the chocolate, the better. I'm a dark chocolate girl, always have been. I love dark chocolate. Soonie will disagree with me because she's like, hell no on the dark skinned dudes, but I love dark skin.
I love my mellow yellow.
Yeah, she like them yellow.
I like my mellow yellow.
Oh, Cash is taken, ladies. Slide right back out of his DMs.
Get out of his DMs.
Yes, salt and pepper. Hello, a little salt, a little gray. Woo!
Yeah.
Gray hair, that is hot.
My husband's salt and pepper now.
Is he?
I don't ever show my husband, but he's salt and pepper now. Even his beard.
Yeah, see, that's hot. I like it. I'll even deal with your wrinkly balls if you are smart, kind, strong.
That I would throw up. I would be like, ugh.
Oh my gosh.
Every time I had to look at that. Ugh.
Hey, just because they're wrinkly balls doesn't mean they don't work the way they're supposed to.
It needs to look right.
I'm not, I mean, Mo's, I'm sagging in areas too. What do I can't judge people.
I'm 33. I'm not sagging. So I don't want to see nothing sag.
My body is not perfect. I used to be 400
my body ain't perfect either, but a bitch ain't sagging nowhere.
Man. What did Cash say? No. What did he say no to?
Saggy balls.
Oh, yes. We have an off-brand shoe when we were kids and still have.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all, you got to have name brand. You ain't listen, as long as you got some nice shoes and your grill. You need to have a smile. My smile has to match your smile. Okay. Yeah. If my teeth are great, if your teeth don't match mine, what do we look like together? Can you imagine family pictures? Can you imagine what our kids would look like?
I don't like if you have some like crooked teeth, like as long as your mouth don't look nasty, like rotten, but you don't have to have perfectly straight teeth for me. You know? I don't know.
Not perfectly straight teeth.
No, you don't have
Mo is willing to accept all your imperfections. And Soonie's like, no, my husband looks like a model, so I'm good. I got to take these youngsters under my wing and teach them how to dress.
Jacqueline, did you get your glycerin?
We don't need young men walking around looking like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Uncle Sam be taking pictures of his watch and his shoes, and you be having on the Mr. Rogers outfit.
What's wrong with Uncle Sam and the way he dresses? Damn.
He's older. What's your problem?
Imagine you're smiling and it looks like dice in your mouth. Oh my God.
Maybe glycerin will work. Listen, bro.
How do you wait, Jacqueline? How do you like the glycerin? If anybody wants to go to my Amazon store, what she's talking, I'm posting it right here. What Jacqueline's talking about is glycerin. I use it on everything, on my skin, on my hair, you can even use it as lube. It's a great lube if you want to. No, no, I'm not. Like people who have sex and are married use lube. It's really, anyways, it's really, really good for you. So use it for lotion, use it for your hair products, for your curly hair products, for everything. It's amazing. I swear by it.
What the fuck do you need lube for?
No,
nobody better not be practicing anal sex in here. Ain't that all you need lube for?
No, some people need lube for their vagina.
Oh, well, I ain't got that problem. Lube? Yeah. You only need lube.
Yeah, you need lube.
I thought people only use lube when they're about to be doing the backdoor stuff.
No, you can use lube for a lot of stuff. You know, once you go through menopause, once you're a particular age, it gets a little dry down there and you need lube.
Especially with this cold weather, bro. What?
Not that I don't need it. I don't need it. But I'm just saying, lube is not just for the back door.
This conversation has gone from 0 to 100, bro. What?
Soonie is getting scolded on the birds and the bees. Dang, Soonie, you thought lube was just for backdoor action?
Yes, I thought that people only use lube to
no.
Go back there.
But I mean,
actually only thought gay men use lube, but I've been proven wrong today. Apparently.
Heterosexual couples, married couples have anal sex too.
What's wrong?
Backdoor bandits.
See, Uncle Sam understands what I'm saying. He said dry skin woman. Oh my gosh, not lube. Yeah. Hey, you said it right after she started talking about people using it in the bedroom.
I was just saying what it's for. It's great. It helps your nails grow if you have broken hair, eyelashes, eyebrows. Amazing.
Yeah.
She wants to see your phone. Look at her. She's addicted.
That's my granny. Look at my grandma. Isn't she so pretty?
Dude, it's scary how they're completely enthralled by the phone at that age.
This is because this is all they know. This is all these kids know.
What about guys' fingernails? Oh, like
you need dirty fingernails. I need for your hands to look like you worked somewhere. I like manly men. I don't like metrosexual looking.
But I need you to clean your fingernails at the end of the day. I don't need you to have like dirty fingernails all the time. I can't stand that. I want your hands.
A mechanic. He ain't got no choice.
So he's got
Soonie.
Grease in his fingernails all the time?
No, but his hands are like permanently stained from dealing with the jet engines.
Well, that's different, but his hands are clean, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But they look like I need them to look like you just did some work.
Yeah. No, I like that. I like a rough looking hand for sure.
He said, shout out to the Metro guys. No, Metro guys come off as very homosexual to me. I don't like that. If you take longer than me to get ready, then we got a whole problem.
I agree. I don't like Metro. That I don't. Again,
It's not.
I want
It's
you
a
to be
turn off.
manly. I want you to be
Turn off,
manly.
dude.
Yeah.
It's a turn off. Uncle Said is like, damn, they taking shots at me tonight.
I mean, for the most part, said I'm team said, but like, no, not the.
Nah, bro.
No.
Metrosexual guys are out. Said they attacking you, fight back. Calloused hands, signs of hard worker. See?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think all women are attracted to like a rugged looking type of dude. You don't want to be with somebody who's soft. Oh, that's another thing. If you have soft skin as a man, like if the inner part of your hand is soft, I feel like I'm holding a female's hand.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah. You're 8-pack, who cares? You're old. You're 8-pack, they don't matter.
I love how he's like trying to redeem himself. How about guys with 8-packs? I don't even care. I don't care about 8-packs. I don't care if you have a little bit of a tummy. I don't care anything like that. Now, I don't want you to be like disgustingly obese, gross, but I don't mind if you're a little I like you thick. I like him a little thick. I like you. Please do not be some little tiny ass like skinny dude. No thanks. I want
you gotta be over 6'4".
Yeah. Yeah.
That Uncle Said. Every woman wants a tall guy.
Okay, I have dated short guys.
How is that? How do you feel being eye level with a dude? That is so trippy to me.
Well, it's even worse if I put on heels because I'm 5'6". So like I'm 5'6" and I put on heels and you're at my eye level without heels.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really mind. I don't mind it because again, it's about your energy. If you have like big dick energy, I don't care how tall you are. If as long as you've got that big dick energy, I'm good with you. Yeah.
He said we do fun dad bods over here. Hey man, it's all about what women want.
I love
you know. Every man wants a fit woman too, but we can't have it all.
But hey, I think said he'll date a thicker girl.
Will
That's
you?
What I heard. I thought it not fat, but I heard him say thick.
Did we take a shot? Did we take a shot at your ego tonight?
I think so. He's trying to redeem himself.
Yeah, because now you're talking about how women got to be fit. Listen,
I'm surprised Lopez hasn't jumped on here because usually these topics just like it's like a bat signal to Lopez.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come talk about the women versus men.
Red pill.
Most women are not even in the gym.
Yeah.
As long as she has nice feet, yeah, she's got to have nice feet. Are you a chubby chaser?
Heavier women are sexy.
You are not a chubby chaser, Uncle Said.
Said define heavy. Okay, you've seen my full body. Okay, would I be considered heavy or thick? I mean,
just say single mothers 3 times.
I'm under 200 pounds, so I don't think I'd be considered fat. But
I'm stuck at 158.
You're stuck at 158?
Yeah.
Dang, dude, you're skinny.
I am not skinny.
I wish.
I like them fluffy too. Bruh. What the fuck does all this mean? Are you talking about? Listen, Lizzo is heavy.
Yeah.
So you like Lizzo types? Do you like
Lizzo's fat?
Precious types? Monique?
I'm a bit fluffy. Hold up. Wait, I'm thick, okay? I'm thick. Mo thick.
Sit your ass down. Sit down.
I had to redeem myself. I'm sorry.
Watch the live. Go.
It's not.
This is like your 3rd time doing that. I've been keeping count. Yes.
Standing up? Oh, I think I've done it more than that because I did it. Loza used to always want me to stand up. Remember? He'd be like, "God damn," you know.
Lizzo is too damn big. I look like I'm 130. No.
See,
I'm 158.
I'm not heavy. I'm thick. I agree with you. I was heavy. I used to weigh over 400 pounds, but I'm not anymore.
I just carry my weight well. That's all that is.
Yeah.
It only shows up in 3 places.
Where does it show up for you?
My boobs, my thighs, and my behind. That's it.
The weight shows up, like the real weight shows up there, but you instantly see, like when I have inflammation in my face. That's where you see it. Like if I have not necessarily weight, but like if I'm holding inflammation because of stuff that I'm eating or I'm not drinking enough water, you see it in my face instantly.
Yeah.
Said should Cam.
I don't know if I show it in my face. I think I only showed it in my face when I was pregnant. But my face generally. Actually, I take that back. I was looking at some old videos we did when I was pushing 180. I was getting a little chunky. You could see it in my face, but my face just gets kind of round versus when I'm not. You can see you can see my jawline. You can see that, or you can see my high cheekbones. When it's showing in my face, that disappears.
Yeah. See, like, look at this. Like when I start to see this situation. But as long as I can see clavicle, your girl's good. As long as I can see that clavicle, I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jax is a good size for SETI. Oh, Lord. Jax, he's trying to shoot his shot. Like I said, old men got worms, so be careful.
I don't understand that comment. I do not understand. That is the funniest part. I think we need to work on a panel of guys because I really want to. I really want to talk to like 22.
I got 2 guys for you, Russo and Cash and Casey. There's 3 guys.
No, I'm talking about like what most women would. I don't know. I guess we have to have a little bit of both. But Russo and Casey. We got to choose one of those. We got to choose one. And if it was my choice, I would choose Russo. Right. We need like a diverse panel, like 22, like somewhere on the young to the old. 22 to.
Oh gosh.
All of a sudden he's got wrinkly balls.
Loza, Bryson would definitely not come on.
Said Loza. Oh God, Loza. Bryson would definitely not have that conversation with us.
I'm gonna just hum.
Yeah.
Hey, Lord.
Let me think. Who would we have? We'd have to have. I mean, I want to have like a serious conversation, not like a silly conversation, but like I want to have a serious conversation. So like
Lopez,
Deontay. Well, Lopez. See, again, I said serious. Deontay, maybe, because I think Deontay would give us real.
Deontay would.
Yeah,
he would give you commentary on that for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Said we could have Cash. We could have Russo. Like a regular, like married dad type guy. We need one of those. We need like a super young one.
Yeah.
I want to work on this.
You should work on it and let me know what you come up with so I can watch. I will do all the graphics and the production.
I gotta do this by myself.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna be.
I won't be up there. Okay, yeah. Gotcha. I'm gonna just sit there and laugh.
I think you'll come up eventually. You'll be like, no, I need to come up here and ask a question real quick.
She said, I'm thinking his worms are dead.
Oh, that's funny.
It's just an old joke that we had, like back when I was younger. And older guys, they get pretty handsy. Mm-hmm. They do. They get real comfortable and they like to hug you in certain ways. So me and my friends would be like, man, old men have worms. And it's just because like you're just being extra dramatic on like what your sperm looks like after a while. And it's just like they're not even real swimmers, bro. They're worms at that point.
I don't know, man. Hugh Hefner had kids well into his 80s.
Don't mean that they wasn't worms swimming around. I want to see how fast they were swimming. Aren't you the one who was tracking how fast sperm swim?
What? No, when a man orgasms, how quickly the sperm actually shoots out. 25 miles an hour, fellas. Okay, I told everybody this was an interesting fact. Get in your car and drive 25 miles an hour, and that's how fast your sperm is shooting out of you at the point of climax. Fascinating. That was like probably the most fascinating mind of Mo fact I had, early on had come up with. He's 23 and has an outlook y'all would align with well. Y'all are talking about sperm.
He said, ew, y'all talking about sperm.
Yeah, he's coming in here talking about the U.S. government. Apex, we'll talk about that Friday because we're past the border.
Yeah, we're past we've already got the election stuff out of the way. See, at 50, it's 7 miles per hour. I'm just saying. Y'all got worms.
How do you know, Sid? How do you know? Said pulling out that old radar gun from when he was a cop. And he's like,
let me track this real quick.
all right, when I say go, click the clicker.
That will feel slow. Get the snip and it turns watery. Ew.
Wow. Really?
Ew.
So what does that mean? It takes the sperm out of it?
Ew. That just made me a little nauseous, bro. Ugh. That ain't right.
It's just looser. like egg whites? Like what is that?
All right. This conversation has officially exceeded my my limit.
Oh,
I'm tapped
now
out.
We're in a debate. So that is not true.
I'm tapped out.
Apex is trying to get in the conversation. He says Pete comes out at 7 feet per second. Y'all killing me. Y'all are killing me. That's crazy.
Ew.
Pete. Is that for a guy who's peeing like? Because I don't know if it's the same for a girl. Anyways, Soonie, have you ever been in a bathroom and like when people pee and like it just sounds like a freaking waterfall? Do you pee like that? When you pee,
it sounds like a what?
Like a waterfall. Like, have you ever been like in a public bathroom and somebody pees and you're just like, what the hell? Like, it sounds like they're literally just like taking like a jug of water and like pouring it into the toilet.
Do I pee like that? I mean, I think I pee like, I don't know. Who thinks about how their pee sounds while they're peeing?
Well, I pee all the time with you on the phone. My pee's like tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. Like, I don't pee like that. Like, my pee's like.
No, I go pee pee in the potty.
I have girly pee.
What the fuck is a girly pee?
I think there's like.
I don't know. Maybe I'm going to go listen to myself pee after this. And then tell you.
Do you want to call me and then you could listen and give me your
No.
I pee all the time with you on the phone. What are you talking about?
And I'm not listening when you do it. I clearly don't hear it.
Oh, well, see, there you go. Then that tells you I'm not a waterfall peer, but there's those people.
Oh my God. Okay, well then we've both used the bathroom on the phone with each other, and you've never complained. So I guess I have. There's sometimes where I gotta go use the bathroom. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, see, Soonie's not a waterfall peer either because I've never heard her.
It's a waterfall peer. What is this?
Girly pee is dribble. That's kind of like mine. It's like a tinkle. It's like I don't like pee like.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's not something I've ever actually paid attention to.
Do you think it's weird? Speaking of pee, people in the chat, do you think it's weird if people like want other, like whether you're in the shower with somebody, like if you're taking a shower with somebody and they pee in the shower with you in there, do you think that's weird?
So, yes, I do.
You do?
Yeah, I would be very insulted if someone decided to go. Yeah, don't pee with me in the shower. Go to the bathroom, because I wouldn't do that to him.
See,
I get what people say, like you're in the shower.
Yeah, I wouldn't care in the shower.
It's not that serious. You're using the bathroom. Why not?
Yeah.
I get that, but to do that with someone in there, no. I don't think that's right.
I mean, obviously you don't want to like just spring it on somebody and just like pee in the shower. But like if you're both okay with it and like they're not like peeing on your leg, like they're like in their own little corner.
This is Conversations with Mo offline. I'm just telling you. Oh my God, Soonie, did you ever think about this? And I'll be like, bro, what the fuck? Why are you talking about this?
It's so fun.
That's how I felt with her and the whole sperm thing.
Yeah.
I was sitting on the edge of my bed. I was like, why do you know this?
Yeah.
Did you like get on Google? Where did you find this at?
I think it came up on my Instagram feed or something. First of all, Mo doesn't even take showers. I only take baths, and I don't pee in the bath. I would if I took a shower and it was just me in there by myself. Yeah, I would pee in there for sure.
Why? There's a bathroom right there.
Because
that's an excuse. If you live in Japan,
10 of
nah,
these,
dog.
I'm always peeing.
If you live in Japan, I can understand how if you really got to go and you're in the shower, because our showers are separate from our bathrooms. I have a room for my shower and I have a room for my toilet. I could understand that. But you're in the same vicinity as a toilet. All you got to do is get your ass out, pee real quick, and get right back in.
Yeah.
And it's a bathtub at that. My bathroom is like a huge shower room.
Yeah.
It looks like a locker room in there.
I should call in for my AirPods and just really quick go make a urination sample, and you guys can all be the judge. Like
no, please don't do that to us.
Everybody can vote in the comments. I'm gonna go.
No, thank you, Jax. We need to do a show on that as well. We need to do a show on that as well.
Don't attack the bath people. Don't do it.
No.
I take a bath every day.
Ew, you are swimming in your dead skin cells.
And look how beautiful my skin is, though.
Look how beautiful my skin is, though. And I'm not hopping in no bath. I only take a bath when I don't feel good. And it's not even me taking a bath. It's literally me sitting in the water. I do not wash up. I get out and take a shower.
So if you were to take a bath, you would shower before you
I
went
get out and shower. Sometimes I do both.
Okay.
Yes.
I do not shower. The bath is my bath, and that's that.
We do, but there are people who haven't had this conversation. Listen, the fact that we're having this conversation is sending the views up. Okay? I just want you guys to understand that. Yeah. People really want to know
about
what we do.
Showering and yeah. It's just a less threatening conversation is what it is. Like I hate to break it to you guys, but politics stifles our channel. And when we talk about silly stuff, it like releases the algorithm on us. So
yeah. I agree. Baths kind of creep me out. Baths are nasty, dude. Like if you take a bath and there's a ring around the tub, bitch, you're nasty.
I clean my tub every time.
You are nasty. Even if you clean it, I'm saying like, look, clean it, right? I'm right there with you. But if you have a ring in the tub after you're done, you're nasty.
Yeah, I'm not nasty. I don't have a ring in the tub.
Ew.
I'm very clean because I take 2 baths a day.
We have had this conversation. People are just bringing up new opinions. And of course, we're like,
they love it.
Expressing, no, I don't do these things. I feel like going live on Instagram and letting people hear this.
No, we were live on Instagram.
No, I forgot to put it on and I didn't realize until.
Oh, dang.
I'm sorry.
Dang.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I was like, no wonder Lopez didn't come in here because if people are on Instagram. Am I a morning pooper? Okay. Am I a morning pooper? Yeah, I'm a morning pooper. I gotta have like my coffee though first. But like, I'm a pretty healthy pooper. Like, some people only poop like once. I know some people only poop like once a week. I am a regular pooper because I had gastric bypass. So that makes you very regular. Like, literally, like, you eat and you go. You eat and you go. Everything moves through you quite fast. How about you, Soonie?
What about me?
Are you a morning pooper or a nighttime pooper or both?
Well, I have something called IBS, so I don't have anything regular.
Yeah. So she's a whenever it strikes type of gal.
Pretty much. I don't get to control it.
At least 3 times a day. I think that's pretty healthy. 2 to 3 times a day.
3 times a day? As soon as I eat, about 20 minutes after. That's somebody who has IBS, though.
But I think IBS is more like the consistency of it.
I don't know. I don't have anything consistent. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not no fun on this subject.
Okay. Have you ever farted during sex?
What the fuck? I'm not answering that.
Why?
Because that's weird.
No, like a real fart, not like an air bubble trapped in your...
No.
Okay.
No. Who's farting? Ew. No.
Man.
Ew, bro.
This is a tough crowd. We can talk about everything else, but we can't talk about farts. Come on. Why do people get weird about that?
Because it's farting. No.
What about it? It's normal.
I feel like I'm blushing and I'm brown. I can't blush. No. It's a stimulant. What? Coffee?
Coffee. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've done a coffee enema before.
Yeah.
You're supposed to go after you eat. It's moving the waste through your intestines.
Yes.
Well, excuse me. I don't have the luxury of having that anymore. I don't have a gallbladder, so it's definitely a little more difficult for me.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. I had gallstones really bad a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Probably like 10 years ago now.
No wonder your stomach is sensitive. That's pretty normal for people without a gallbladder.
Dude, I can eat like ever since you were like, just try your steak this way, cook it this way, right? I crave steak now.
Mm-hmm.
So every now and then I'll have a steak. Like right now, I can't wait to get off here and go put a, sear a steak real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes my stomach work. I don't know what it is. And my best friend Erica was telling me, and this is actually on Joe Rogan as well. I watched this episode. Some people have a specific diet that works for them.
Yes.
And some people need like a heavily protein diet. Some people don't need that. Some people are cool with just veggies and stuff.
Yes.
I love to just eat veggies and rice. And if I could do that, I would. But it creates a whole shit ton of gas for me.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I have to force myself to eat meat now.
Yeah.
I never thought I would be saying this, but
that's me. My body responds much better to protein than it does to anything. For sure.
Deontay had his gallbladder removed too. So you feel me. It's like hit or miss, bro. It's hit or miss. That's what she said. It's based on my blood type. The
blood type diet.
Yeah. That's what she was telling me about.
Yep.
I do hate colonoscopies. I had one and I have not been the same since.
You know what's so weird about that? So P had his colonoscopy the other day and he said the same thing. And he had it here in the States. He was like, it was the worst thing ever. And I was like,
bro,
what? Dude, mine was in and out. Like no pun intended. They knocked me out. I went back there. They checked out what was going, the ins and the outs. It woke me up and I was cool. Like I didn't feel like anybody was back there.
Bruh. They were like, okay, we're going to give you the twilight medicine. And I'm like, all right, you expect to go. I was still there. Now, I don't remember the details. That's what I don't remember. I don't remember the details.
I'm just like picturing you like on your side and your eyes just like, what?
I jumped. I was like, wait a minute. He was like, wait, we're going through they call it something. It's like a curve that they had to give around. No, not that.
Oh, yeah.
The curve that they have to get around in your stomach.
Yes.
In your intestines. And my intestine is shaped very weird. This is another reason I have terrible stomach issues. My intestine does like this. It does a whole like little upside down V shape.
Yeah.
Which causes a lot of stuff for me. It causes a whole bunch of BS for me. So no. This was the worst experience I have ever had. And I don't understand how anybody can do that every 5 years. They would have to check me into a psych ward, bro. Listen, the only way you're doing this is if you put me to sleep, because I'm not about to be awake for this again. My face when I went in versus my face when I came out.
Oh man.
I look like I've been through something. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and she called me. She called me too, because then she called me during the process of her having to drink that drink that like cleans you out before.
Yeah,
like that was weird. I did that whole process the night before at home.
They make you do it the day of.
That's crazy.
And everybody's packed in there like fucking cattle.
Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. Where did it go? What was the clip you sent me, Joe? Hold on, let me try to find it. Joe sent a clip for us to look at, or he sent me like, breaking the barrier. Okay, let me just pull this up really quick.
What the hell is that? What barrier?
I don't know. I'm gonna look at it first before we put it up here.
I'm scared. Joe, what you done sent over here? You don't even remember it? Bro, I remember everything about mine. To this day. Right now, you're blowing my mind. I haven't ate red meat in 20 years, but I wonder if that would make a difference. Because I also have terrible stomach issues. I'm telling you, dude. My stomach is so sensitive. If something drops weird in my stomach, after you eat, I might want to throw up. I have a really sensitive stomach.
Dude, I love meat. I might make a steak right after this because I haven't had dinner yet. Okay.
It's muted.
I know. I'm not playing it yet.
Oh, okay. I'm scared.
There we go.
We have that dinner with LaShawn and the trees.
Oh yeah.
It's Thursday.
Maybe I should just start leaving my stuff here.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
Did you just
Inspired by an actual call.
It's just you want to leave some stuff here. We're getting more comfortable with each other. I feel like we've kind of
Oh my God.
broken the barrier.
broken the barrier?
Yeah, like we're around each other now. That we can kind of fart in front of each other, and that's.
Uh-oh, she about to let loose.
You said you want to leave your stuff here. Hey, you?
Never.
What?
Did you just fart?
I thought we broke the barrier.
We did, but
Yeah,
I broke the barrier.
We broke the barrier.
It is fake.
Always have to do it. You don't have to go.
I'm trying to force it out.
Oh. Oh, she hotboxed.
Oh my god! I'm shitting my pants right now.
That's it. That's it. I'm done. That's it.
That's a good one. That is funny.
Yeah. Well, that's a little too.
I don't like passing gas in front of my husband. And when I do, he makes it a big thing. He's like, "Oh my God, did you just toot?" I'm like, "Really?
No.
Do you know how many times you pass gas in your sleep?" And I don't say nothing.
See, I know for sure I do that. But like, it's like,
oh my gosh.
That's probably like the worst. I mean, I'm sure everybody does. Don't you got to do it?
Bro.
Does he ever tell you like you farted in your sleep?
Nope.
He doesn't tell you.
Nope.
Oh. Well,
Mo, if we ever shared a room and you farted, bro, I would be
You would
mad.
die. No, you would die because let me tell you something. After gastric bypass, and if anybody in here knows anybody that has had gastric bypass,
Jesus help us.
have you listen? It's like it's unfiltered. Like it's like pure methane. It is like the worst gas ever. Okay, gastric bypass gas is the worst. Like I ain't
Yeah,
even
we're
lie.
gonna
It's the
we gonna
worst.
fight. Do you fart?
No, I wouldn't do that.
You
to
fart, bro.
No, but I keep it girly, Soonie. I keep it girly. I'm not like that.
You
I'm
better
like,
get the fuck up and go to the bathroom or
No.
warn me. Like, hey,
No, I wouldn't do
just
that.
clear the room right quick because I'm about to let it rip.
I'm a very discreet person. Like gastric. Wait, let me tell you a funny story. Hold on, let me tell you a funny story. Y'all gonna love this. Okay, so one time on Thanksgiving, Dave and I, it was like, sorry, not on Thanksgiving, but like the weekend before, like a couple days before Thanksgiving, Dave and I went to Walmart and it was like super, super late. Like I want to say like 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay, this is like when Walmart is open 24 hours. And they had like all these, like, because they were restocking the shelves. And so like Dave was like on one side looking at something, and then like I was looking for something else. So I was kind of like weaving in between. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh damn, I can feel like gas coming on. So so I tried to like discreetly walk away to go do it. And out from behind one of the like things that they were like stocking the shelves with comes a worker. Okay. Like I literally like run into her and I just like die of embarrassment. I turn around and by this point, Dave is like walking towards me and I'm just like, don't come this way. And I didn't want her to think it was me. So I just like freaking hightailed it like in the opposite direction and left Dave. I just left Dave to take the blame. And all of a sudden, I hear, oh, damn. Funniest thing ever, okay?
Bro.
Oh, Dave was like, I know you did not leave me, okay, to take the blame for that ridiculousness. Yeah, I try to drop the bomb and walk off discreetly, but I didn't think anybody was there because Walmart was like empty.
Bruh. Damn.
Dude,
I don't think I've ever crop dusted anybody.
Yeah.
I don't think I have. I'm not gonna say I haven't.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. Don't acknowledge it. Don't acknowledge it. I don't toot in front of my husband either, but my brother and sister-in-law think it's a little weird that I don't. No, I think it's respect, bro. Like I will literally get up. You can ask my husband. I will get up and go to another part of the house if I feel like I need to go do that.
Yeah.
No. But my kids will sit right there and laugh. Like my son thinks it's funny to
Yeah.
fart in the car. This is his thing. As soon as he gets in the car after school, he'll fart.
Yeah.
And one of the girls will be like, "You smell that, Mom?" And I'm like, "No." And then I get a whiff of it and I'm like, he bit back there cracking up. One day I was like, "Get out of my car. Get out. You're
Yeah.
walking home."
That's the worst because you're trapped in there. Like, why would you do that to somebody? You hotbox them? That's terrible.
He thinks it's hilarious. I'm like, bro, that is not funny. Nobody wants to smell your ass, man. Quit. Ew. My wife does it in secret. See? I'll be hiding.
Oh my god, dude, my son is terrible. He'll do it in the car all the time, and I'm just like, oh my god, like it smells like rotten eggs. Like it's like the worst.
People on Instagram are like, ew, what are we talking about, Soonie?
Oh, you got us on Instagram now?
Somebody said farts.
Oh my god, did my story about Walmart go into the?
It did.
Oh Lord.
Everybody heard that mug crop dusted. You took the owl out, man. You guys ever watch those fart pranks?
I watched I've watched them before. They're hilarious. Like when people spray that spray in the car, that's hilarious to me. That fart spray. I've been wanting to get that.
Man. I think I showed you a video of the young girl who sprayed it in her car with her grandma.
That video is hilarious.
She said, bitch.
Oh wait.
Something done crawled up and you would die.
Dude.
Oh man. They say a proper lady doesn't burp or fart or swear in front of others. Is there anyone super proper in here? I swear in front of other people. I think it is absolutely disgusting to burp.
Yeah, I don't
like,
think you should.
I think that is so disrespectful. When I would go in Discord, there would be this girl in there. I'm like getting pissed off thinking about it. There was this girl in there who would just belch, not burp. This bitch would belch. And I would be like, can you like say excuse me or something afterwards?
Yeah.
Like, why would you do that? You're right here in my ear.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm like, ew.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Nasty, bro. Quit burping.
I don't like that. And I'm not for people doing like the burping and farting in front of others, like to be funny about it. Like I get sometimes one slips out or a burp slips out or a fart slips out. I get it. But to like be like, I hate when people do it and then they're just like, ha ha ha, ha and they like laugh.
It's so funny.
And they're like,
you're not funny. You're nasty.
yeah.
You're nasty.
Dude, my mom is super proper. Like she knows that like in the morning time after she has her breakfast and her coffee, like an hour later, she's going to like very discreetly like sneak away and don't come and bother her. Like, cause you'll mess up her whole movement. Like if my mom gets bothered and like she misses that window, then it like throws her off the whole day.
See?
Yeah.
Dude, I cursed somebody out one day. I was like, that is nasty and it's disrespectful. Don't do that. It's freaking disgusting. Even when my husband does it, bleh, I'm like, can you at least say excuse me or something?
Right.
It just reminds me of a fat slob sitting on a couch or in front of a computer with a bunch of freaking ho-hos and Coke cans everywhere. And you're just nasty. That's what I get the image of when I hear people burp like that. Ew.
Yeah. You know, I actually, the only time I really had the ability to like burp was when I was pregnant. I don't have the ability to like force myself to burp.
Really?
Yeah. Like unless I have like super bad hiccups and like a tiny like little like air bubble pops out, but I don't like those weird, disgusting, like, bruh, like that type of shit. I don't know how people do that.
Do you have muscles?
Do I have muscles? Yeah, but we ain't gonna flex the guns right now. I gotta pee, dude. I don't
believe she has any. We should end.
Yeah, I've been holding it in. It's not good.
She's been holding it in. Well, guys, thank you. You can tell Mo sneeze farts.
It's happened. I'm telling you.
That's my first time hearing that.
But I'm pretty sure like I qualify for a disability because my stomach is not built the way everybody else's stomach is built because of the gastric.
A disability.
I could probably go get a job at the FAA.
Oh my gosh. Guys, thank you for tuning in with us this Tuesday. I actually won't be here Friday because my daughter has a birthday party that I have to go to with her.
Okay.
So maybe, I don't know. We'll talk about it off camera, but thank you guys for tuning in. This was a fun day. We got a bunch of fun topics out of the way. Let us know how you fart. If you burp, if you've ever crop dusted, and Mo wants to know how you guys sound when you pee. I don't want to know.
Drop it in the comments if you're watching the after show. Bye, guys.
They say the song's so offensive, but only if you get offended. I can't offend you without your permission, and you don't even have to listen. They say the song's so offensive, but